Man, I've purchased a lot of consoles from places like GameStop and Goodwill over the past year, and somehow they keep getting weirder and weirder. So in this video, you'll see some of the craziest consoles I've gotten in my series called
Gamer Garbage.
I spent more than $1,000 on PlayStation consoles from eBay, Goodwill, and even viewers of the channel. And in this video, we'll test and explore each of them to see if they work and see what we find because, dude, in the past, we've come across anything from weird modded PS3s to Xbox 360s literally pulled out of a landfill. So let's see what we find in today's episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Now I have a PS5 here that a viewer sent me, but it's kind of bulging, so let's see what's inside. Okay, what is this? No, it's in a Best Western laundry bag, dude. What? Is it like wrapped up in a bed sheet or something? What is this? What's going on here? Yeah, let's put this to the side. I don't know what that is. We have some accessories in the bag, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But first of all, the console, pretty dirty and grimy. Now, to be fair, he told me it was dirty and grimy, so not out of the ordinary. And the bottom is very gross. Hopefully it works okay, but let's take a look at the accessories next up. We got some games here, including 2 Point Campus for PAL, and it's sealed? What? That's random. Madden 23, Resident Evil 4, Martha is Dead, and then Horizon Forbidden West. Let's go ahead and plug this console in though and see what happens. And of course, as you may notice, in classic PS5 fashion, there is no stand here because it's separate from the console, so people are gonna lose it and stuff. So let's go ahead and see if it turns on though. We got power, any games in the disk drive? Nope, nothing there. Now guys, booted up here, we clearly have a bunch of stuff on this console. Now the guy that sent me this console told me that I could check out his data and stuff, but just to factory reset it afterwards, which of course I will do. But let's go ahead and scroll around and see what he was playing. So Detroit Become Human, Fortnite, Silent Hill 2, Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man, A Way Out, and hold on, are these all digital downloads? Do these work? Downloading an update, it's not connected to the internet. What is it doing? Let me try Silent Hill 2 and see if that works. Okay, that's not too often I see a PS5 that has games downloaded that actually work without connecting to the internet and being signed in. So I guess it must have been his home PS5. Let's go ahead and check out the load game, and Last was playing in January of 2025. So yeah, that's cool to see. I guess all these games will work. Last of Us Part 2, will that work? Yep, there it goes. That's actually kind of sick. Hold on, let's go ahead and scroll around a bit more and see what else is on this console. So first of all, we'll scroll up. We also got Apple Music. Wow, I didn't even know that was an app on the PS5. Never even tried to use the media apps on the PS5, to be honest. And checking out his profile, he's got 667 trophies with 6 platinums, which is pretty solid. Cool, man. Next up, let's go ahead and throw a game inside and see if it'll work. So we'll try out one of the games that came with it, like Resident Evil 4. We'll see if that'll load up here. And sure enough, it loads up, and it looks like it is copying to the SSD, so that's a good sign. So yeah, everything here is working. Let's go ahead and turn the console off, though, and take the faceplate off. And I kind of want to take a look underneath the hood here and see what it looks like inside. Now, starting with the top here, let's go ahead and slide it off, and actually it doesn't look too horrible. It's got some like stains and stuff there, but I actually think it's pretty normal for OG PS5 to show these like black heat stains or whatever there. I think I've seen some of those on my PS5. Flipping to the bottom, taking the bottom plate off, that looks about the same as well. Wait, what is that? Hold on. What? What happened there? It'll wipe off pretty easily, but that's just an interesting stain mark. But anyways, thanks to Aaron who sold this to me, and although the console is pretty dirty and grimy, it works fine, and he gave me a pretty good deal on it, so I'll take it. And guys, garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 because while it is very dirty, it's cool that it has actual working downloaded games on a PS5. So man, thanks to Aaron for sending this to me, and you guys wanna check it out, I'll list it on Whatnot in my upcoming stream. But guys, let's move on. Now in here, I should have a PS3 Slim with some games, and we have a giant blob. And there she goes, and oh my goodness, dude, you guys will not believe this. We have all 4 rubber feet at the bottom of this PS3 Slim. That's wild. I just like never see that. Now the warranty seal looks kind of strange and it's peeling up, so we'll take a closer look at that thing in a second, and holy crap, that doesn't look good. I'll show you in just a second, but we also have some games in here as well, and a controller and a cord, and wow, yeah, I guess that's a controller. It's missing an entire rubber piece on the analog stick, which is just great, and the rest of it feels not so great. Now for the games, we got Infamous, Pirates of the Caribbean, and wow, that's very water damaged there. But to be fair, the game... What? That's Harry Potter. What? Hold on. Wrong game inside. It's got some ick on it. What else is in these cases? Hold on. It's Infamous. Infamous, jeez. Is Infamous even in here? What? Yeah, that's the right game. Okay, cool. Also got Skyrim. Yeah, that's the right game there. All right, Harry Potter. Maybe that's swapped. And no, this is Harry Potter years 5 to 7, which does match up there. We also have a GameStop receipt. Let's see when that's from. 2016 in Florida. Cool. So they're just sending me the wrong games, which whatever, man. Let's take a look at this console next. And yeah, it looks ingrained with dust and dirt. You can just see here in the front, it's like a desert throwback to the true desert PS3, but that's not ideal. Other than that, it's not horrible, but let's plug it in and find out if it even works. Because, you know, as per usual, this is kind of a new thing with Goodwill, but instead of calling things untested, they'd like to say they plugged it in, it did power on, and that's the only thing they test. So like, I can't tell you how many times I bought a powered on console that powers on but powers right back off. Like, is that really powered on? But anyways, let's go ahead and see if this thing will actually turn on and stay on. So 3, 2, 1, we got power here, and it's displaying. Yo, hold up. Did we get lucky here? Even got a teal background. Yo, this thing's not factory reset either. Let's go, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see what's on here. We got user 1, so that doesn't sound promising, but let's go ahead and scroll down and see how many gigs we got inside of this thing. Okay, so we're on 4.78, which is a little bit old. We also got 160 gigs here, which is makes sense. Otherwise, I don't see anything crazy on here. Is there any save data? There is not. I'm guessing somebody factory reset this thing and then set it back up just to test it out. And we can see, let's test out Harry Potter here, or excuse me, Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's see if this game works. Okay, disk drive pulls the game in, although very slowly. It's not horrible. Okay, so game is loading up and the console seems to be running fine. It's even pushing out some hot air, which is always good for a console this old. And guys, garbage score for this one, I was gonna go like a pretty good score, but guys, wait for this. I gotta show you something that I did not notice earlier. So inside of Pirates of the Caribbean, we have, first of all, I have this receipt that looks kind of funky, right? So you look at the back, you can see the return policy and everything for GameStop, and then flipping to the front, I saw this text here, or this writing here that I thought it was just like somebody drawing, but it's actually them highlighting some like deals on the receipt, but the receipt is completely faded away. But that's not even the craziest part. Just watch this manual. Yeah, that's the manual making that noise. I'm not sure why I'm touching this. It's like the pages are... Oh, okay. Yeah, because of that, I'm gonna go 10 out of 10 garbage score. Okay, let's move on. Now guys, here I have a customized PS4 from eBay, and also the whole eBay listing is pretty wild, so let me open this thing up and just explain the whole situation to you. Oh wow, yo, that's actually pretty sick. Yo, so look at this. I think he called it the Skyline PS4, and wow, that's actually a really nice painting on a PS4. Usually console paintings are like super jank. They smell, they smudge, they just like don't look good, but this is legit, dude. What in the world? It's not even the craziest part. Let me show you the eBay listing, because it's wild. Now, at first glance, the eBay listing looks pretty normal, but then you scroll down to the description, and what do we see? We see this giant block of text, and you realize the seller wrote a poem for this PS4 console itself. So let me show it to you and read a little bit to you and show you some of the highlights. So it says, "Ode to a PS4 and its Twinkie delight. In the corner of the room with a pulsing blue glow sits a PS4 where the game winds blow. It hums with pride through the night and day, but harbors a craving it can't quite say." I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'll give you some highlights like dreams of Twinkie stacked sky high. Oh, to taste that cream within. So if you find your console slow or see strange crumbs in your ports below, no, it's not dust or glitchy tweaks. It's dreaming of Twinkie feasts for weeks. Best part is the last two lines where it says, "So feed it love and maybe, who knows, slip it a Twinkie where the USB goes." Dude, I can't, man. Let's plug this thing in and see what happens. Actually, hold on. I'm not even looking at the rest of this console. I don't know if there's any painting on the back or bottom or whatever. Nope, that looks pretty normal. Looking to the back, the warranty seals are gone, so hopefully this thing powers on and works. But yeah, let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, guys, console plugged in. We got power here. Any free games? Nope. Boot it up. Oh, it's not factory reset. We have stuff on it. Dude, we have we have Spider-Man downloaded. That's what I'm talking about. Miles Morales. Oh, it's the game. Oh no, it's the game disc, I mean. So it's not downloaded here. All right, that's kind of tragic. Now guys, let's go ahead and toss the game inside, see if it'll pull it in and read. Let's go ahead and see. And yep, that looks good to start with. And sure enough, game loads up and copied to the hard drive. So this console is good to go. And for garbage score, man, I'm going 1 out of 10. Like this is pure, this is pure grit and determination to make this PS4 happen and write this poem. It's just, it's everything you want from PS4, guys. And if you want your shot at owning this one-of-a-kind console, I'm gonna have it in an upcoming Whatnot stream. I'll put the QR code on the screen and link down below, so go check that out. And guys, let's go ahead and move on. Now I should have an inbox PS3 from Goodwill here, but let's open it up and find out what's inside. Okay, wait, so first of all, we have this collection here that you don't see too often of 2 games. That's kind of cool. Wait, it's not even the right games. It's got MW3 instead of MW2 in there. Are you serious? Whatever. Also got Black Ops and a Steelbook for FIFA Soccer 13, which is random. And then, of course, our in-box PS3. Let's go. Let's go ahead and find out what's inside of this box, though. So, box is pretty beat up, but, you know, not horrible. I've seen worse. Let's go ahead and see what's inside of here, though. And, wow, we still have all the cardboard and stuff, which is nice to see. I think we have some manuals down here. Oh, we do. Nice. The Quick Start Guide. Got a controller down here, too. And, ooh, that doesn't look so great, but it is there. Dude, it's so yellow that the X right there is yellow. That's bad. But hopefully the PS3 is not quite that bad. Let's go ahead and pull it out and take a look. And I think that's it for inside the box. So here's the PS3 itself. And at first glance, it looks pretty solid. It's got some scuffs and scratches on top, but not too much to write home about. Now flipping to the bottom, we've got a bunch of dust and dirt kind of sticking out of the vents. And then we have our warranty seal still intact. And of course, missing one rubber foot here, which is not too surprising. And yeah, there's a bunch of gunk in those cracks there. So that's not ideal. I'm guessing it's probably gonna smell like cigarette smoke or something when I turn it on, but let's go ahead and yeah, plug it in and see what happens. plugged in. Let's power it on. Please boot up all the way. Come on. Yo, I don't know if you can see this here, but usually those lights there are white, but yeah, it's so yellow that like the lights are yellow on the power button. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and explore this PS3 and see what's on it. Looks like we got one profile called red here. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the system settings and see what firmware version we're on. 4.66, oh, that's a little bit older than what I usually see. And also we have 120 gigs, which sounds about right. We also have, dude, we got music, yo. That's what I'm talking about. We got all-time greatest hits from Leonard Skinner, yo. That smell. We also got a bunch of other stuff like America, Hearts, Homecoming, Star Muck. We got the Beatles by the just the Beatles. Platinum Collection by Bob Dylan, dude. This is 100% like a 55-year-old dude who was just loving his PS3, but loving it so much that he was listening to music and doing a little puff in his basement. Yo, we got videos? Yo, what is this? There's no way any of this is legit. We got .yify as our extension on every single thing here. There's no way that's legit, right? What is that? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. We got The Bagman. We got Reasonable Doubt. Olympus Is Falling. Las Vegas, dude. There's so much. We got TV shows. Oh my goodness. Let me just like boot one of these up and see if it'll load. Yeah, it's Captain Phillips, and sure enough, it's playing. I'm not gonna show it to you, obviously, because it's a movie, and I'm not gonna show it on YouTube, but like, hold on, let me look up, what is YIFY? Okay, so first thing that pops up on Google is the official home of YIFY Movies Torrent Download. Yeah, that explains about all we need to know here. Cool, that's so funny to see. Also, we got PS3 wait. Are you serious? Dude, this guy had a PS3 just for music and movies. No games whatsoever. Just music and movies, and not even like Blu-rays, just downloaded movies. So that's funny. You know what? Let's check the internet browser, because like might have been doing something on the internet browser as well, considering the rest of this stuff. But no, I don't see anything here. Oh no, yeah, there, there's history, dude. First of all, he's going to Publix. That makes sense. I think is this from Florida? Probably is. So that Publix makes sense. I need a job, dude. His search was I need a job, and next up was I need a job, Tampa. It's all adding up. Then you get to online Christian dating for Christian singles. Okay. Then we've got username profiles. So like he's looking at profiles. I would assume that's from Christian Mingles. So maybe this is wholesome. I'm gonna assume it's wholesome and not a profile on some sort of different website. Yeah, clicking on one of them, it's just christianmingle.com/whatever the profile was. Okay. So that's not quite as bad as I thought it might be. That's hilarious though. But hey man, got rid of his PS3, so he probably got a job, maybe a girlfriend too, so that's cool for this guy. This PS3 truly has character, I love it. But let's go ahead and toss the game inside and see if it works. So we got FIFA Soccer 13, let's see if there's even a game inside of here, and there is. Nice. Looks pretty solid. Let's go ahead and see if it'll slide in properly, and no surprise there. It kind of does. And dude, I love steelbooks. I feel like I don't see them too often for games anymore because people aren't buying physical games anymore, but the steelbooks back in the day were awesome to see. And yeah, game loads right up. Let's go ahead and see if it'll load to its own screen now. I can hear the EA Sports thing playing in the background, but it's still checking trophies and it's at 0%. So I don't know, it sounds like PS3 things, but it's working. It's loading up the game. So let's go ahead and go back, and man, this console, it's got some problems, but I love the character to it. So I'm gonna go for garbage score. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10, but like it's 10 out of 10 garbage in the best way possible. But guys, you want to check out the games here, I'll put them on Whatnot, so check out the QR code on the screen or a link down below. But let's move on to our next console. Hey guys, this PS3 looked pretty funny from the listing, so let's open it up and see what's inside. There it is. Let's go. It's got, oh wait, that's not good. We got a piece falling off, but we'll ignore that for now. And yeah, you can see this thing's got some stickers on top. You got Raise Energy, which I've never heard of. Also got Kicker, which I believe is the subwoofer brand. And looking at the console, it's missing that front piece, which is what just fell off. I'm not sure why that happened. Well, flipping to the bottom, we are missing the warranty seal, and it's got a ton of scratches and stuff on this thing. So yeah, oh my gosh, the whole side is scratched up too. It says power on FW. Pretty sure Goodwill called this untested, so this might be from a Goodwill in the past, not actually the Goodwill that sold it to me this time, but I don't know, man. You never know with Goodwill. Let's plug it in and see what happens. So plugged in, we got a red light here, and guys, I wanted to mention that I do have this giant bag of PS2 and PS1 memory cards. I think there's like 35 in here. I got them from eBay. They're all apparently untested. I'm gonna sell them in the upcoming Whatnot stream, so QR code on the screen, link down below. But we'll do one at a time. I'll pull one out, and you'll get whatever random one I pull out. So yeah, I'll probably test some of them later just to make sure I didn't get like fully scammed and they're all broken or whatever. But yeah, just keep a lookout for that because that'll be fun. But guys, let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see if it actually works. Oh, there's a game inside. Yo, let's go. All right, so should we eject it? Yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Come on out, please. Oh no, it's stuck. Now it thinks it's not in there. That's interesting. Okay, well anyways, we'll start here. That says modded, but it's spelled wrong. Is this a modded PS3? Hold on a second. We'll start with our system software here and see what that says. That looks normal, 4.87, 160 gigs. No photos, music, videos, TV, any games. We got a little bit of play data. GTA 5 from 2021, that's about it though. Message box with a bunch of friend requests from GTA as well. Okay, so this is 100% a GTA console, I guess. Let's check out these other profiles. We got user 2 as well. And user 2 did nothing, so let's try out user 1 now, Alex O. Oh my gosh, there are so many messages here. Got account banned. Okay, so somebody around here is definitely modding stuff because somebody got their account banned. What happened to yo Mike from FaceTime Shoddy? No mic tonight because I have a headache, sorry, and don't go in custom in city because I have bombs out. I'm gonna hope that's in GTA and not somewhere else. Also hundreds or thousands of sent messages as well here. As you can see, I'm not gonna click on all of them or barely any of them because there's just so many here. And this one, dude, one of the first messages he sent was, "Sup, you a boy?" Just to make sure. Why do you need to know if he's a boy or a girl? Anyways, guys, let's go back and we'll go ahead and start by, wait, actually, hold on. I forgot this game inside of this thing. How do I get this thing out? On the fat PS3, you can hold down the eject button and then plug the console in and it will basically like blast off and push out any disc that's in. I'm not sure if that works on the Slim or not, but we'll try it out, I guess. It does, and oh my goodness, so much dust just blew out. It's still not ejecting though. Inhaled a dust cloud just for the console not to do anything, which is just awesome. Wait, and now the console just thinks there's no game inside. Oh, now it's back. What is going on? And from looking at a video online, apparently, I didn't know this, but you can remove this little piece here, and there's supposedly like a little manual eject thing that you go down in there and twist. Oh, it's coming out. Yo, let's go. There it is. All right, guys, what is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? First of all, disc looks pretty rough. Looks like, dude, it's a movie. Blood in, Blood Out. Not even a game, it's a freaking movie? Are you kidding me? Whatever, man. Let's turn the console back on and try to put it back in and see if it'll read it now. Okay, well, thank goodness console is booting back up. Let's go ahead and pop this DVD inside and see if it'll accept it. Yeah, it goes in and it seems like it loaded it fine. Moment of truth, is it loaded here? And dude, it is. What? Why was it broken before? Hold on, let's go ahead and eject this and put a PS3 game in it and see if that'll load. Okay, so that's the problem. It doesn't eject. It takes discs in and plays them, but then when you try to eject, it just disappears into nowhere. Oh, wait, no, it's coming out now. Okay, cool. That's out. Let's go ahead and throw the PS3 game in here now. No way, dude. I swear, the dirtiest PS3s that they somehow read games. I'm not gonna do the whole ramble about refurbished PS3s not working when this works, but anyways, yeah, console works. The garbage score here, definitely 100% a 10 out of 10, full garbage, but I love it. It's cool to see this character on a console like this. And remember to check out these memory cards and whatnot, but guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Now guys, in this box, we have 2 PS4 consoles I bought from Goodwill, and hopefully they're in better condition than what this box conveys. But let's find out. Yeah, they were bubble wrapped nicely, which is good to see. And first of all, we have a PS4 Slim here with, what is that? Hold on, we got an army sticker on this bad boy. Yo, dude, seriously, every time a console has like an army sticker, marine sticker, anything of that sort, it's like, it's an awesome console. It's got a bunch of stuff loaded on it. It's got some cool history, but let's go ahead and check out this next console as well. It looks like we have the original model of the PS4, and taking a glance at it, wow, that's pretty scratched up. Actually, you know what? It's not too horrible for an OG PS4. Those usually get pretty scratched up. But otherwise, I'd say this console looks to be in decent condition. And flipping to the back, we have both warranty seals intact and the ports look pretty good. So guys, let's go ahead and start with the PS4 Slim, plug it in and see what happens. So guys, plugged in here, and one more thing I noticed is the hard drive bay on this console is kind of coming loose, as you can see there, which is not a great sign. Hopefully it has not been removed. And by the way, both these consoles are listed as powered on, but no further testing. So yeah, hopefully it powers on. What? So I'm kind of mind blown right now. I gotta talk over this fan. It's clearly the fan rattling against something. When I press it, it stops. Oh, it just completely stopped now. What is going on with this thing? There's no output on the screen. The fan seems to not be running anymore. There is a, oh, it's coming back on, and the light is flashing blue now. And by the way, it smells like cigarettes. That's just a nice little bonus there. I'm unplugging you. That was wild. So guys, let's go ahead and I guess try to pop the, there we go. Let's go ahead and pop the top off since it's already loose. Yeah, sure enough, the top lid there, you can see a bunch of nastiness there from some cigarette smoke or whatever. Oh yeah, so it looks like somebody must have, like, let's replay this situation. Somebody had their cover on like this, and they dropped like a hammer straight down on this thing, and it somehow did not damage the plastic exterior portion, but it did dent the inside here. You can clearly see there's a dent, and it's, I guess, just rubbing against the fan while it's on. But you know, the fan shroud right here being damaged doesn't quite equate to the PS4 not displaying output, so I'm thinking somebody dropped this entire console. And also, why did Goodwill tell me this thing was powered on but no further testing? They couldn't come out and just say like, oh, it's making an awful noise. Like, Really? You can't just tell me that? Ah, man. Thanks, Goodwill. So I did bend up the fan shroud with my screwdriver here, so it should have enough clearance now to not rub. And thank goodness, it's turning on now and it's not making that awful noise. So let's go ahead and just see if it'll actually output this time. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying safe mode and it won't even give me the second beep for safe mode. So this thing is just completely toast. Guys, let's unplug this thing and move on to our OG fat PS4 and hopefully that works. All right, that's plugged in and let's go ahead and see if it'll turn on. Oh, and thank goodness, this one is actually booting up. Let's go ahead and see if it gets all the way to the main menu, and it does, and it's not factory reset. We got some stuff on here. We got the Editor's Choice Award from 2020. So I see what's probably going on here. We got NBA 2K 2021. We also got Marvel Spider-Man. We also got FIFA 20. So I'm thinking this person had their console until like 2020, got rid of it when the PS5 came out, and that was that. But let's go ahead and scroll around a bit and see what all is on here. So I'll start in the library so we can see everything. It looks like all the standard apps, plus, like I said, Marvel Spider-Man, FIFA 20, NBA 2K21, got Plex, and yeah, that's about it. Not too much going on here. Kind of curious if these are downloaded games or... No, these are downloaded. Okay, let's see if Spider-Man will load up. Oh, wait, it actually is loading? Hold on. I did not expect that. Okay. I mean, I'll take it, man, but let's go ahead and make it to the main menu here and see how much this person actually played of Spider-Man. Boot it up. We got 38%, so they played for a while, and you can see the last save data is on 12/11/2020. So yeah, person probably got a PS5 for Christmas or something and got rid of this thing. Can even check the notifications here, and last thing, oh no, I'm wrong. They were playing in 2022. Now they could have very well still upgraded to a PS5, but they did not get rid of it back in 2020. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can check out the profile here. Sometimes these things like will show messages on here. Let's see if that'll work. Probably not. No, I can't see anything. Wait, hold on. Okay, so if you go to notifications and scroll down, you can actually see a history of messages here and see what they've got in the notifications. And it says, the babe with the power, adorable Claire 18. What? That's 100% one of those bot messages you get from, I don't know what you call them, but they send some sus photos, some sus messages. Let's go ahead and scroll through and see if you got any more here, or maybe he was sending them to people. I don't know, but let's find out. What? I'm gonna have to blur out half this message, but it's from Blade Vibes. I literally can't say half of this. It is the most 2005 Xbox 360 message I've ever seen, but it's on a PS4 in 2018. Like, the vibes live on, man. Let's go ahead and scroll through and see if there's anything else. Like, man, I kind of feel bad for the guy that was playing this game because holy crap. There's also one from Aubrey here that says sup. Got one from Mince that says hi. Got Sabrina and say was up there, ... One from Leanne says, hey, that's definitely a bot. Madeline TFT, are you there? Question mark, definitely a bot as well. And yep, that's about it. And of course, I can't see any more history there. That would be really funny if I could see like the whole message chain. But we saw some there, and that's yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. But let's go ahead and pop a game inside of this thing and see if it'll read. So we'll start with our Gran Turismo Sport for the PS4. Pop it in. Hopefully it'll pull the disc in decently. Let's see. Okay, not bad for a PS4 from like 2013. Hopefully this bad boy will load up now, but let's go ahead and find out. And yep, dude, so good to see a PS4 actually working after that thing. So, man, I'll take it. And if you want to buy either of these consoles, I'll be doing a Whatnot stream soon, so I'll put a QR code on the screen and link down below if you want to check that out. And guys, for garbage score here, I'm going 9 out of 10. Like this bad boy right here was straight up a 10 out of 10, but this one dragged it back down to earth just a little bit, so 9 out of 10 is fair. Let's move on. So guys, this here is kind of unique. We have a PS4 and a VR bundle, I think, from Goodwill in here, but let's open it up and find out what's inside. Yeah, you've got a whole bundle of stuff here. So we got a PS4 controller. We got some games like ATV Drift Tricks. What? Battlefront 2, Dark Souls 2, Final Fantasy, Red Dead 2, Assassin's Creed, Transformers, Horizon, Injustice, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Also, of course, our PS4 here, which we'll take a closer look in a second. And hold on, wait, hold on. What is this? Well, isn't that something? We've got the entire PlayStation VR 1 box right here with some stickers on it. The box is really beat up and got tape all over it. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what's inside of this thing. Pops right open, and man, this the box is kind of broken. That's unfortunate. But sure enough, we have our little unit here, whatever they call this, the head unit or something. I don't remember actually what they called that, processor unit, I think. Also, our VR headset appears to be fully intact here, as far as I can tell. And I think it actually has everything in here that we need, including our PS4 camera. That's nice. Oh wait, no, dude. The PS4 headset is peeling. No. Oh man, I just noticed that. That's tragic. This thing was actually in fairly decent condition before I saw that. But let's put that to the side and take a closer look at the console now. And the top of the console looks pretty, looks fine. And flipping to the back, we got both warranty seals intact, and yeah, it looks pretty normal. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, plugged in, and we got power here. Cool, let's go ahead and see if it boots up. Okay, booted up here. We are factory reset. Dude, I guess while we're setting it up, we can test out the camera and see if that works. Yep, it's plugged in, and sure enough, I forgot that was kind of a high quality camera. Boot it up here, guys. Let's go ahead and start by trying out one of these games and see if they work. So we got Black Ops 3 here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the disc, and it looks pretty solid. Toss that bad boy in, and it loads in just fine. Yeah, loads right up, and it is copying to the hard drive now, and I'm taking a look at all these games to see if they're in decent condition. And yeah, just taking a look at Red Dead 2. Got both the manual in here. Well, it's not a manual. It's a little DLC thing there. We also got both disc 1 and disc 2, which is good to see. But next up, guys, I want to plug in our VR headset and see if that works. So let me get that set up, and I'll come back. Okay, processor unit is plugged in and working. Now, moment of truth. Let's see if our VR headset will work when I plug that in. Okay, well, after connecting 15 million cords, I do see some stuff inside of the headset. You can kind of see it down there. I'm not gonna put it on because it's just making a huge mess all over my table with the headset falling apart. But essentially, want to update to use the PlayStation VR, which we're not gonna do, but that actually reminds me. Let's go ahead and check out our system software version and see what we're on here. Oh, 7.51. Okay, that might be good for modding. But otherwise, guys, the console does work, which is a good sign. But yeah, for garbage score, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 because yeah, this thing is pretty nasty, even though it's kind of cool to get a VR headset. But if you want to buy any of this stuff, including the games here, I'll put it in my Whatnot stream coming up next week. So go ahead and check out the QR code on the screen or link down below. Let's move on to the next console. Have you guys ever been scrolling through eBay and noticed they have a lot of weird Xbox consoles? You know, ones that are untested, maybe have RGB lights, maybe they're painted, or honestly, ones that just straight up look like crap? Well, I bought some of the strangest Xbox consoles I could find online, and in this video, we're gonna test them out and see what we get, and I'm a little scared. So guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
So ladies and gentlemen, here we have an Xbox that I bought from Goodwill that it has a problem. Let me show you. Okay, as you can probably see, it is a Series S here, and at first it looks pretty normal here on the front. Looks pretty good on the top as well, and then flipping to the back, oh my goodness, dude, look at that. That's insane. What happened here? Like, was somebody trying to dig out the HDMI port? There is so much, it looks like somebody took a Dremel to it and like I don't know what they're doing, man, but it looks insane. It looks like somebody tried to open this thing up because the warranty seal is like peeled off a little bit there. I don't think it'll work, but let's plug it in and let's find out. Okay, we're plugged in here. Let's go ahead and see if this thing will light up when I turn it on. And okay, that's better than I thought it would be. We got power here. Now, the real question, is there video output? I doubt it, but let's find out. Yeah, I guess unsurprisingly, there is no output here. And also, I gotta say, this fan blowing in my face, this console smells very fruity. Man, I'm not gonna try to fix this console in this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing off and take a couple screws out and take a look at the bottom to see like a little bit of what they did, because something here is a little sus. Okay, so pulling it out, it looks like I can just see some more damage around the HDMI port. Like, this thing is bent up a little bit. The clips are kind of just out of place around there. Is that piece just like taken out of the case? What happened there? But otherwise, this piece here looks fine. Okay, and to get the top piece off as well, this piece looks fine. So my guess is this person didn't actually take it apart. They just took the little covers off the screws and started trying to take it apart and couldn't figure out how, and they were kind of just like prying this thing apart, and I don't know, man. I'm not gonna go any further because yeah, you can already see what they were doing there. But guys, if you want to buy this thing and try to fix it yourself, I'll put a link down below to my website. But man, garbage score, it's truly the definition of a 10 out of 10. Like, what happened here, man? And the craziest part, it's not the worst Series S in this video. You'll see later. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special Xbox 360 inside of this box that I bought from Goodwill. Let me open it up and show you what I mean. Okay, so first of all, we have Mass Effect 3 here and Minecraft. Not a bad score. And dude, look at this thing. This thing is painted silver. Why? I don't know, but it's kind of sick, except for the fact that this thing is absolutely filthy. It looks like, wait, what? Hold on. It looks like somebody sat some paint cans on top of it. Like, dude, imagine this. They painted it silver and then left the silver paint can sitting on top, and it just stained it in these like circular motions here, or circular little figures. What in the world, man? Now the front is painted silver as well, except for the power button for some reason. That's strange. But yeah, the rest of it is silver as well, except for the hard drive still black. And then flipping to the back, we have no stickers or anything. We just have some major wear and tear. So guys, let's plug this thing in and hopefully it works. Okay, I really hope this thing turns on. 3, 2, 1. Got power here. Okay, disk drive. Let's see if that bad boy opens up, and it does. Oh, and this console was, well, maybe not factory reset, but it was at least pushed back to the initial setup. So let me go ahead and set this thing up and get to the main menu and see if there's anything on it. Yeah, sure enough, it was. That's funny. I see this sometimes where people don't know that the initial setup thing on the 360 doesn't actually factory reset your hard drive. So you still have a bunch of profiles on here, including Brandon, Custom Starling 0 with 12,000 gamer score, Dual with 2 L's hype, I am Ryan Cable, JH, Major Doomsday, Strofan 1, Subsidized Animal, You're Being Pwned, what? All right. And Unique Retract. Holy crap, there's a lot of gamer score in this console. 13,000, 46,000, 51,000. Let's start with this one, explore this profile and see what's on it. Yo, we got the custom background. You love to see that. Okay. The messages, don't cry about it. Now you can't see the avatar for whatever reason. It's probably a hard drive that was moved to a different console. And his BIOS says Sikiel 69. Okay, the location ozone layer. Haha, that's funny. Let's go ahead and check out the achievements here. It was last playing back in 2014. Okay. Curious about the games here as well. Anything loaded up on here? We got 9 games. Okay, not bad. We got the Destiny beta. Dude, that's just like my PS4, I think. I had the Destiny beta on my PS4, I believe. Dead Island, Dark Souls, Dead Rising 2. Hold on, these are full games. Will these work? Please. Nah, yeah, this is definitely a hard drive that was moved from a different console to this console, and now, therefore, it just doesn't work. Yeah, that's tragic. None of these full game... Oh, wait. This one's loaded. Okay, it's an arcade game, which I think is why it's loading. I don't exactly know, but let's go back and check out the next profile here and see what's on it. So Custom Starling has a hashtag corkscrew. I don't know what that means, but all right. This sounds a little sus, also playing back in 2014. Let's go ahead and check out the next profile. Got a dual hype with 2 L's. Kind of clever because it's got 2 L's for dual. It's kind of funny, and it says... I don't know if the things on the side is a person doing this or something else, but it says ethics. Tired as beep beep. Just leave me the beep alone. From Trollsville, Oklahoma. All right, dude. Next up, Major Doomsday with 9,000 gamer score. Feet first into bleep. I'm just waiting for something like really off the wall. These are all fairly tame, honestly, for 360 with this many profiles. But let's check out our last one here. Actually, got a couple more left. We got Strove Fan 1 here with 8,000 gamer score. Pain hurts so good. Bio is nothing. Also, that was subsided animal, not subsidized animal. But next up, let's check out this your ponage, whatever it says here, and see what's on this profile. And 46,000 gamer score. Not bad at all. QWERTY, yo, let's go. QWERTY, my boy. I love it. Do you even... What? I don't know what that is. And the location is CSB K-On. Sounds like some cryptic kind of stuff. All right, Fallout 3 back in 2013. Cool. And last but not least, unique retrack or retrack, whatever. Let's go ahead and check out this profile, see what's on it. We got 13,000 gamer score, not bad. We have no message here, but we have a bio. I hope to be in my Dream Clan frag. All right, guys, well, let's go ahead and pop a game inside of this bad boy and see if it works. It looks like Minecraft must have been the game that actually these people were actually playing on this console, because Minecraft was saved as an achievement to a... Well, my theory was that this Minecraft game came with a console because people were actually playing Minecraft on this console, but nope, it's just, it's Call of Duty Ghost inside. Wow, that's a letdown. All right, well, let's see if it works. That's absurd. And yo, the game actually loads up. That's hype. I can't believe this console works with all these stains on it, but I've seen weirder things, man. Like I always say, the dirtier the console, the better it works. It is what it is, man. Like, guys, garbage score, I'm going right in the middle at 5 out of 10, because while it is definitely garbage, like purely just looking at it, it's cool how it's customized, got a lot of profiles on it, so it's a cool console. Let's move on. The guys, in this box, it should have 6 Xbox 360 consoles from Goodwill, but it's one of the worst packing jobs I've ever seen. It's literally just like falling apart. So I don't know. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, well, the inside's pretty good. A bunch of bubble wrap, but it's just in a bad box, man. What in the world? Ooh, here we go. All right, guys. So I got everything out of the packaging now, and I paid like $180 for everything, but I was starting to wonder why, because I got a bunch of fat 360s. But then I found this Halo Reach Xbox 360 here. Now it is missing a chunk there, but overall, other than that, it's in, you know, fine condition. Let's see if there's a hard drive inside this bad boy. And wow, there's not. Wow, that's kind of tragic. I think it originally came with like a 250 gig hard drive, but let's take a closer look at the rest of these consoles now. And actually, you know what? We're gonna go through them one by one and basically look at them, test them out. And first, I want to take you through this Fat 360 because holy crap, look at the front here. Somebody drew all over it with purple marker, all over the flap, the power button, the sync button. I don't know what they're doing. I'll be surprised if this thing works, especially because, yeah, it's an old console here. We got a Xenon console here. Now that means it could be an old dashboard, which would be kind of sick, but let's plug this bad boy in and see what happens. All right, console plugged in. I'm a little concerned about what will happen here, but let's see what it does. And I can't say I'm surprised. Immediately red ringed. All right, let's see if there's a disc inside at least. This thing's making some funky noises, and now the disc drive is just completely stuck. What in the heck? Nothing inside. All right, yeah, let's move on. And I forgot garbage score. That's a straight 10 out of 10. That's a definition of a 10 out of 10. But next up, we've got this other white Fat 360, and it actually looks pretty good, although something's rattling around inside. Never a great sign. And it is from, yes, oh wait, it looks like a Falcon, I believe. So it should be a decent motherboard, and it might actually work, but let's plug it in and find out. Yep, booted right up. Now there is no built-in storage, so there's nothing to look at, but let's go ahead and toss a game inside and see if it'll read. All right, guys, time for the tray, and hopefully it opens. Yo, we got an original Xbox game inside. I was not expecting that. I highly doubt this is a compatible game on the Xbox 360, because of course there are some OG Xbox games that work on the 360, but I believe most of them do not. So let's try out this Namco Museum thing I have here, or maybe the laser is just dead. We're about to find out though. Yep, it's dead. All right, cool. I love to see it. Let's go ahead and I guess move on to our next console. So this is getting I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 garbage. It's like almost full garbage, but at least it turns on, I guess. Not good, man. If some of these consoles don't start working, it's gonna be one of the biggest fumbles on Goodwill in a long time. And yeah, this one's pretty rough. It's got half of a Thor sticker here on the front and half is just ripped off. It's also pretty yellow. There's another piece of the sticker on the top and then another piece on the bottom. Wait, what? Also, flipping to the back, somebody clearly tried to open this thing up but didn't succeed because this part has wear and tear, but this part does not. After seeing the wear and tear in the back, I gotta figure this thing has, yeah, it's broken probably. But let's find out. All right, 3, 2, 1. We got power here and the faceplate's just like falling off. That's cool. What? An immediate red ring? You gotta be kidding me. Let's find the error code here, I guess. 0001. I think that's a power thing, which makes sense as to why it's not making any noise here. Great. Oh, this is awful. All right, next up for this one. Oh, by the way, that's a 10 out of 10 garbage score. Of course, this one looks fine on the front and back, and looks like it's another Falcon motherboard. So I don't know. The other one earlier looked fine, but it just didn't work. So we'll see what this one does. All right, plugged in, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it hasn't red ringed yet, which is a good sign. Let's go ahead and see if it'll actually boot up though. Oh, yo, let's go. Hype. We're on the, it's technically not NXC. It's like a between NXC and the Metro dashboard. Well, you know, it's hype. It's pretty close. I'll take it all day long. Now let's see if there's a game inside of this thing. Well, open up. There you go. Shoot straight out. And it closes itself. Nice. But anyways, yeah, this is pretty sick to see. Let's go ahead and see what the actual dashboard version is. We're on 13.599. So cool. This is like it's like Connect NXC dashboard. I don't know what the actual term is for it, but that's what I'm going to call it here. Let's go ahead and toss a game inside. We got Namco Museum again. See if this thing reads up, and sounding promising so far. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you. Something works. Whew, had 3 duds in a row. This one's working. And the real savior will be if this Halo Reach console works in a little bit, but we'll test that one out last. Let's go ahead and see if this actually boots all the way. And yeah, that's looking good. Cool. So finally got a working console. Great. Man, love to see it. But guys, let's move on to this other fat console here, which is a little concerning. Let me show you why. Okay, so this one looks fine on the top, but the front is missing the entire disk drive piece here, which tells me somebody probably tried to pry open the disk drive, and that's what happened there. So not a great sign. And flipping to the back, it's another Falcon motherboard. You can see by the power port. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. By the way, garbage score for the last console, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 because like it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Now let's see if this thing turns on. We got power to start with, which is a good sign. And I can't even open the disk drive with my finger here because the disk drive piece is gone. Like the eject button is gone. So I have to use my controller here and hopefully that'll work. And the good news is I hear a disk inside. So let's go ahead and see what pops up here. And we're on the Metro dashboard. We got MW3. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So somebody definitely got their game stuck inside and did not know how to get it out. You can see I press eject there and it opens up though. Okay. Kind of. But yeah, I'll put that bad boy back in there and try to close it and see if it'll close on its own. Okay. Yeah, it probably just needs a new disk drive belt in there. Well, it's still kind of stuck. I think it's opening now. What? Bro, you're not opening. But yeah, the game does load up, which is good to see. So cool. I'll take another console that actually somewhat works. I'll call this a 5 out of 10 garbage because it's a little jank, but hey, it's better than the first console we got. Now, next up, guys, we're going to move on to our Halo Reach console and see if that saves the day here. The Leaning Tower of 360s over here. All right, guys, plugged in here. Fingers crossed. Let's see if this thing turns on. I'm not... Ooh, I forgot it's got that sick sound. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's definitely a disc inside. Hold on, let's see what's inside. 3, 2, 1. Open her up, and let's go. We got Marvel, Lego Marvel. That's something. Let's see what the disc looks like, and it's pretty foggy, but, I mean, I'll take it. And the console is booting up. Let's go. Are we really gonna hit 3 consoles in a row that actually work after the poor start here? Looks like it, but I'll take it here. And let's see if the game actually loads up. Let's go. It is actually loaded up now. Free game here as well. Garbage score. I'm gonna go 4 out of 10 because this thing it's pretty dang beat up. It's got a crack in it, but free game. It works. I'll take it, man. If you guys want to buy any of these consoles, I'll listen down below for sale on my website. Go check it out down below, jrubgaming.com, or QR code on the screen. And yeah, let's move on. Guys, next up here I have a Series S that I bought from eBay, and I told you guys earlier, this is a wild Series S. It's worse than the earlier one. Let me show you. Okay, we got a cable in here, I guess, for our controller. Okay. And, bro, that's the packaging? Okay, well, first of all, we have a controller, which is kind of cool, and it's just like a, what is this? Is this 3D printed? No, it's just a random grip on top. Interesting. And of course, it's a random, like, third-party PowerA controller, and dude, you can see that... This is the console. Wow, it's worse than I thought it was. Okay, let's take a look at this and break it down and see what are we looking at. So first of all, top of the console, it's pink and blue, and I think this is paint. Like, it doesn't smell like paint, but I guess it was painted at some point in time. I don't think it's just like marker or anything, or it could actually it could be marker. But anyways, pink and blue on top. It's got the Xbox logo like colored in partially red. It's got this random S on top. I don't know what that means, but the front also has an additional design. It's blue and pink and kind of sticky as well with some hair attached to it. That's awesome. Not sure what this design here is here in the middle, but then flipping to the back, it's also pink and blue and whatever, and blue on the side, pink on that side. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, the design is kind of cool. It's just that, like, why? And also the bottom. What happened here? This thing is filthy and disgusting. Looks like it's got a bunch of just residue from stickers and crap on the bottom. But guys, I guess let's plug this thing in and see if it works. Okay, everything's plugged in. Now we'll see the HDMI cord is a little bit loose in there. Unfortunate. Hopefully this one turns on and actually, no way. I pressed the button once and it went right back off. I thought this console was gonna just die on me, but I think it is booting up now, hopefully. And indeed, there it is. Wow, that's unbelievable. But let's go ahead and sign into this thing and boot to the main menu and just make sure it actually works. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. I went to plug in my USB cable for this controller that came with it, and the USB port is gone. It's literally gone. The USB port was removed. That is insane. Hold on, I gotta show you this, guys. Okay, got my flash on, and yeah, sure enough, you can see, if you look closely, you can see those contacts in there are just ripped off the board. What on earth happened here? How? Why? Also, why is the chassis like a whole inch back from the edge of the Xbox? What? Wow, I did not expect that. Holy crap. All right, let's go ahead. Now our video output disappeared. What is going on here? Okay, updated here, and luckily there is a USB port in the back, so I think I can use my controller that way. Wow, cool. The controller actually works from plugging in the back. But let's go ahead and get to the main menu here. Okay, we are signed in here, which is good to see. Now, the main thing I want to test is just making sure I can actually download something to make sure this console, I don't know, actually functions and isn't like banned or something. So let me go ahead and try to download Burnout Paradise here, and yeah, that looks good. Cool. So the console does work. It's just extremely jank. So guys, you want to buy this thing, I'm going to list it on my website down below. So check it out or scan the QR code on the screen. I hope somebody enjoys it. But in terms of garbage, it's truly, it is, again, the epitome of a 10 out of 10. Like, this is just pure garbage, man. But at the same time, I love it. I appreciate it. Let's move on. Hey guys, in this box, I have a special edition Xbox from Goodwill. Let's find out what's inside. Yo, let's go. That's hype right there. Dude, look at this thing. First of all, what is this? You got the Xbox Advanced AV pack. All right, don't think I've ever seen that before. Actually, no, I have. But anyways, look at this console, man. This thing is crazy. It's cool and not cool at the same time. I mean, it's got like this pink and purple paint on top. They even got the Xbox logo like window boxed inside of the, I don't know what you call that. It's just I don't know, kind of a cool design right there. Flipping to the front, they did not paint the disc drive, but it's, you know, purple and pink again. The bottom is pink as well. The stickers are like halfway ripped off, which is yeah, that's something. And yeah, that's about it. So let's plug it in, guys, and see if this thing works. And I got a feeling it's modded, because usually when Xboxes are like this, are customized in any exterior way, they're usually soft modded as well. So let's find out. All right, console's plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if it turns on. We have powered. You can't really see the front. Let me show you here. You see, I just realized that the power ring right here, the light ring, is actually painted over as well. So you can very mutely see the green glowing right there, which is interesting. But let's go ahead and see if this thing will boot all the way. It's kind of hung up on the main screen right now, which might mean it's loading into a modded menu, but I don't know, I guess we'll find out. There's definitely something in the disk drive, which is maybe that's why it's hung up. It's trying to read the games right now. So let's go ahead and try to open that up and see if it'll pop open, maybe. Hello? Okay, well now it's booted and the disk drive is still just not opening, but let's go ahead and, I guess, explore this thing a little bit. So it's good to see that, first of all, it boots up. Let's check out the memory, see if there's any save data on this bad boy here. And indeed, we do have some stuff, although, what just happened? I was trying to look at Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and now my console just froze. Or no, maybe it's trying to actually load the game now. Dude, get out of there, come on. There we go, finally, we got NASCAR 06 inside. What is going on? Oh, wow, that disc is mutilated. That thing looks bad, holy crap. I don't know if that's from the disk drive or what, but let's go ahead and toss in a different game that I know works, and we'll see what happens. All right, got Fable here, pretty clean disc. Let's go ahead and pop her in and see. Oh, disk drive, ooh. The disk drive has definitely got, the band sucks inside of it, so it's getting stuck there. But let's go ahead and see if it'll actually load this game. Yo! No, that's crazy. All right, man, after all those noises and weirdness of the disk drive, it is actually reading games. It just doesn't read this NASCAR game. So, you know, in the meantime, let's go ahead and try to clean this game or resurface this game and see if we can get this one to work. And there it goes. Ooh, yeah, that's looking pretty clean now. And as you can see, this thing, oh, that thing is shiny. Look at that, boy. Let's go ahead and throw that in there and see if it'll load up. Yo, that's hype. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Now let's go back to the main menu here and try to check out our memory and see if there's anything interesting on this console, and we'll just explore a bit. There's some Call of Duty 2, 3, Cars, heck yeah. Playing Cars in 2001, that's a time travel right there. Yeah, we got Kronk playing Fable. That's hype. But anyway, just a ton of save data on this console. Let's see if there's any. Oh, we got soundtracks. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go back here. Yeah, we got Eminem, Fade to Black, Fountains of Wayne, and Pimp. But guys, this console's awesome. If you want to check it out, I'm listed down below for sale on my website, so check the link out down below. QR code on the screen. For garbage score, I'm going 1 out of 10 because as garbage as this thing looks, it's an awesome console. It works. I love it, man. But let's move on. Well guys, I've done it. I've reached the peak of bad decision making. You know, with PlayStation's full of holes, messages and photos I literally cannot show you, and even software that I had no idea existed for the PS3, I'm not sure I should post this video. But you know, here we are, and today we're gonna test and explore a bunch of untested consoles I bought. So guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Okay, we're gonna start with this PS3 Super Slim, which I actually didn't realize we got any Super Slims in here, but it's got a sticker on top. But yeah, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and hopefully it does something. Boot it up here, it's not signed out or anything. We got, ooh, PlayStation Home on here. Always sick when you see PlayStation Home on an old PS3 console. Also, what is that? We got Bully for PS2, we got MLB The Show 14, got a manual, Minecraft, got Call of Duty Elite. I don't know if any of these work, but we'll try those out here in just in a second. Also, ooh, got a little bit of everything here in the TV and video services apps. PS View, Amazon Video, YouTube, Crackle, Hulu. Oh, we got some videos too. Yo, what is that? MIS at PNS, Decanter, Homer to Left to RBI 1017 2016. Wow, this guy was like going hard in the paint, labeling all his videos and everything. Even got, yo, we got 22 Jump Street on here. Hold up, dude. This can't be a legit movie. Wait, hold on. It was he was halfway through the movie too. I mean, this movie can't be legit, right? Like even the thumbnail's like a little bit blurry. Like it's definitely side loaded, if you know what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and see if there's anything else on this console. We also got, we got music. Hold up, we got The Outsiders here with 12 tracks. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Eric Church songs. Okay. We also got Unknown. Got a million, we got 48 unknown tracks. All right, let me just play one and see what, wait, hold on. I say 9 seconds? What is this? And I just hear nothing, I just see an earth. All right, cool. Let's go back though, and it's so cool to see music on a PS3 because I've tested hundreds of PS3s at this point, and I've probably seen music on like 2, maybe 3 of them. Yeah, people just didn't use them for music, so that's cool to see. Let's go ahead and check out the system details next up though. Okay, so we're on 4.85, we got 250 gigabytes in storage, which is not bad at all for a PS3 Super Slim. I'm kind of curious if any of these games work, so let's try out Bully here and see if that'll load up. Content has a time limit. Is it one of those things where you like rented it? Could you used to do that on the PS3? I feel like that was a thing back in the day where you could rent games and like it would digitally download. You could play it for like 48 hours, and then you'd lose access to it. I don't know if that was the situation there, but we also got some messages. Oh, yo, dude is getting called a noob. Actually, a noob. Wait, this dude is getting spammed with bot messages. We got, what you doing? Hello, so you busy? What's up? Hey, sweetie, you there? This dude is getting spammed. And those were receive messages. So now into the sent messages, this guy was saying, want free cash to people. So is this guy a bot too? What is going on here? It's like bot to bot relationships. I don't know what's going on. All right, man, let's go ahead and pop a game inside of this sucker and see if it works. I highly doubt it will because it's like, I don't know, it's not as sticky inside. So, you know, let's find out what happens here. Yeah, it's doing nothing. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open, and I'm going to go ahead and try to clean the laser and see if that somehow fixes our issue. So console unplugged, and honestly this works very rarely, but basically you take some 99% isopropyl alcohol, dip a Q-tip inside, get it all nice and wet, and you go to your laser here and give it a nice little, some circular motions over both lasers here. And you know, I've had this be successful a few times in the past, but it's been quite a long time since this has actually worked for me. We'll do some circles on both of them, then we'll take the dry end and dry it off a little bit. We'll turn it back on, pop a game inside, and see if that fixed it. All right, back on, let's go and pop the game back inside. But yeah, it's still not working, which is not surprising. Also, I just noticed there's a ton of just like dirt and grime behind this thing. It's just spewing out, which is not surprising given how dirty this is. But you know, oh well, guys, you want to check this thing out, I'll list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And for garbage score, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 because like this thing is dirty, grimy, it doesn't work, but it's got some pretty unique stuff on it. So 5 out of 10 feels fair. Let's go ahead and move on to our next console over here. Now guys, next up we have another console with a sticker on it. We got a Naughty Dog sticker on here, so I'm hoping we have some Naughty Dog games loaded up on it maybe. I don't know. We also have some remnants of the dang packing peanuts. Go away. Also, if I didn't mention it yet, all these consoles are extremely dirty, which is just great, but yeah, otherwise it looks fine. But let's plug it in and see what happens. Plugged in, got a red light. Let's go ahead and see if it turns on. Should also check if there's a free game inside, and nope, unfortunately not. Oh, we got life though, baby. Let's go. We got a piss colored background though. What in the world? That's a very unhealthy piss, but yeah, let's go ahead and see what's on this thing. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and see what's on this console. So first of all, check out the profiles. We got Waka, Taylor, Lazy Buns, Will, user 1. What's Waka? That's good. Let's go ahead and check out the system data first. 160 gig, 4.78. Okay, that's kind of old. Put that date on the screen when that's from. It's probably from like 2010 or something, man, honestly. We also, yeah, we got music on this one too. Hold up. What? Dude, that's sick. Got like 20 tracks. Let's go ahead and see what it is though. Apparently it's Arctic Monkeys. Cool. I haven't heard them in, you know, decades. But guys, let's go back and yeah, that's awesome, man. Music on 2 consoles. That's insane. Let's go ahead and check out what's on the games. We got Last of Us, nice. That's just the digital manual though. We got I Am Alive demo. Yo, a demo. That's what I'm talking about. Resident Evil 4, Battlefield 3, Resistance 3 online beta. I don't care about that. But the Resident Evil 4 has piqued my interest here. Let's go ahead and see if this boots up by itself. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, that's hype. Let's go. Okay, no save data though, but anyways, the game is working, so that's pretty sick. Let's go back though. And next up, I want to pop a game inside this disk drive and see if it works. Again, very dirty, so no promises here, but I mean, the dirtier, the better it works. So let's go ahead and see what this happens. Let's see what this does here. And hey, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, boy. We got free games, we got free music, we got games working when you pop on the disk drive. Nice. We even got a message. This guy, we're in the send messages, and the guy says, what a rude, I do declare. What? We actually have what appears to be a very normal conversation though, going back and forth in the received and sent. So this is received here, says, you work tonight? Guy says, dang, I got a new phone, who dis? Fallout is effing back. Next up, this other guy's hype about something, says, my number is blah. So now we have a number. And there's some back and forth. This guy says, yep, I work at the print shop on campus. So I guess it's some college kids, which makes sense as to why we have so many profiles here. Next up, I'm really curious about Lazy Buns though, for obvious reasons. So let's go ahead and see what Lazy Buns was playing. Lazy Buns was watching YouTube in 2015. Nice, all right. Any messages here? What is this? Hold on, this person, oh my gosh, this person forwarded this message to like 20, 30 people, and it says this. Not started by me, was PS3's 4th birthday. We are offering $50 on PS Store to anyone who spreads the news to their friends. It really works. I already tried it. Wow. Whatever, other than that, it's just a bunch of crap. So guys, this console, I mean, it works. I'll take it. And it's got some music on it, which is pretty nifty. So guys, you want to check this thing out, I'll list it down below for sale. QR code on the screen as well. And for garbage score, I'm going to go 4 out of 10. Somewhere right in the middle. I feel like it's fair. Well, let's move on to our next console. All right, next up we have a PS3 Slim that honestly looks fairly clean compared to the last two. It's got some dirt and grime on it, but yeah, just not nearly as bad as the other two. But guys, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works. Plugged in, got power, let's see if it turns on. And I think I hear a game inside. Oh yeah, we got a game, we got a DVD. Dude, why does everybody leave DVDs in their PS3 instead of games? Come on, man, we got the little rascals. It's better than nothing, but yeah. All right, let's see if this thing boots up all the way though. Okay, the console turned off on its own, which is not a good sign here. There's also no output. Yeah, we'll try an AV cable and see if that does anything else, but not a good sign. Oh yeah, there it went again. It just turns itself off. I've seen that before where it just like, I don't know, stays on for a while and turns itself off, and that's usually a pretty bad sign, but we'll try one more time, and maybe I'll try to boot it into safe mode and see if that does anything. Yeah, I can't even get into safe mode here, which is not a great sign. It just keeps turning itself off. Well, PS3's toast. All right, guys, well, I got a free game out of it at least, or a free DVD. Let's move on to the next one though and see if that has anything better. All right, console plugged in. Let's get some power, maybe a free game or two. Nope, nothing there. And also, wait, no, there is something in there. Is that South Park? Yo, oh, finally. South Park: The Stick of Truth. I've heard about this game, never actually played it, but it looks like fun. And also, I'm just excited to get a real PS3 game instead of a dang DVD. So that's neato. That's pretty sweet. Now, will this console display out? That's the real question. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Reset those video settings, boy. Reset those video settings. Now we got another piss-colored background, which is just awesome. Ah, that's better. So much more crisp. Now let's go back and check this thing out and see what's on this console. So first of all, we'll start with the system settings. As per usual, we got 160 gigs, 4.70, which is that's fairly old. Okay. We also got some photos. Yo, you got a tree, got a big wave. Stop. Wow, stop effing off. Okay. OF, I can't swim. Some blocks. Some balls. Is that a devil and an angel? What? It's something, man. We got music on this one as well. What? How do I have 3 PS3s in a row with music? And I've seen music on just like a handful of PS3s ever in my entire lifetime, and now I'm seeing music on every console. We got Gorillaz, Lady Sovereign, Marilyn Manson, My Chemical Romance, Rage Against the Machine, Whitechapel. Yeah, it seems like very early 2010s kind of thing here. We also got some standard TV and video services. We also got some games. We got Journey, Spartacus Legends, Dust 514, Soul Calibur, Harvest Moon. Yo, that's sick. 2 Harvest Moons, Okami HD, and the Unfinished Swan Trial. Hold on, do any of these work? Let me try this PS2 game, see if that works. And yeah, that's working. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, free PS2 games on a PS3 is something you just don't see that often, but let's go ahead and see if any other of these PS3 games work here. Let's try out Spartacus Legends here, see if that loads. Yeah, there it goes. That's so dope seeing free games on these things. And you know, this kind of just takes you back to the old days of the PS3 and 360 where you could have games saved in your console and then other people could use them because you don't have to sign in to use them on just an online profile. It was nice back in the day, man. But anyways, back to the home menu. We also got, PlayStation Home. Always cool to see as always, and no friends here. All right, let's check out Ghost here as well, see if Ghost is doing anything. And yeah, Okay, Ghost was playing some Minecraft back in 2017. Cool. And also South Park, The Stick of Truth, which actually reminds me, we need to stick this thing in and see if it'll actually read. Let's go ahead and try it out. My guess is probably not, because usually people will toss a game inside, it doesn't read, then they're like, ah, crap, doesn't work anymore. Let me go ahead and just donate it with the game inside. But that was not the case here because it works. The South Park Stick of Truth. Cool, well, this console works, guys. I'm gonna go, I don't know, this console's kind of sick, so I'm gonna go 2 out of 10 garbage score, because this is just not garbage at all. But guys, you wanna check this thing out, I'll list it down below, QR code on the screen as well to check out my store. Let's go ahead and move on to our 5th console here, and hopefully we can go at least 4 for 5 here on working consoles. So guys, here we have a PS3 from Goodwill, and the photos showed probably the dirtiest PS3 I've ever seen, so let's open this box up and see what's inside. Okay, and pulling it out, hold on. I mean, this thing's dirty, but I swear the photos show this thing absolutely filthy. Maybe Goodwill just had really bad lighting, but I mean, it's definitely very dirty. You can see the front here is just ingrained in dirt. But guys, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens. Let's go ahead and see if it turns on. And we get, ooh, that was a little crunchy when I pressed that button. Let's see if it boots up. Oh, there's a disc inside. Hold up. Eject, please. Come on. What's in there? What's in there? Ooh, we got a DVD. What? Come on, bro. What is this? Gamera Revenge of Iris. I have no words. Also, the disc looks horrible on the back. But all right, let's see if this thing will actually boot. There we go. Finally booted up. We got Chris. Here's the profile. Let's go ahead and scroll around a bit, see what this console's got going on, see what the software version is, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and start there. We're on 4.86. We got 320 gigs. Okay, that's not bad. That's I think the highest storage space you can get on the PS3 Slim. So that's good to see. Now, is there anything else saved on here? We got YouTube for PS3. Okay. Is that really the Skate 2 logo? Dude, look down here. It looked like feet. Like, you see that too, right? It looks like feet. Oh, we got some music. Hold up. Unsupported date. Oh, come on, man. They're gonna listen to some tunes here on a PS3, but nope, it's just unknown with no track at all there. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and pop this DVD back inside of here and see if it'll read. I'm really curious because that thing, it looked like crap. So I don't know. Let's find out if it works. You know my saying, that the dirtier it is, the more messed up it is, the better it works. So yeah, sure enough, there it is. It loads up. What do I say, man? But next up, let's try out a PS3 game and see if that reads as well. Okay, we got MW2 going in. Let's go ahead and see if it'll read. Yep, there it is. Cool, man. Dude, again, the dirtier, the better it works. So guys, you want to check this thing out and buy it? I'll put a link down below or QR code on the screen. And for garbage score, I'm going 2 out of 10 because, man, while this thing is very dirty, I got to give it props for working. So 2 out of 10. Let's move on. Guys, here we have a fat PS3 I got from Goodwill, and it's got a do not open with sharp object sticker on it, which is interesting considering the size of the box. But let's open it up with a sharp object and see what happens.
Stop! You violated the law.
All right, and here's the PS3, and wow, that does not look very good. What in the world? What did I buy? First of all, there's a piece just kind of loose right here. Also, that entire front piece is just gone, or it's gone right there. It's also gone at the very front, also gone in front of the disk drive there. And like, I don't think I've ever seen the disk drive cover right here missing before, because you gotta break that piece off of the top piece of the plate of the PS3 for that to happen. And also, oh my gosh, there's so, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's so much dust ingrained in those holes there. Let's see what happens. Okay, power on, and let's be honest, this thing's probably gonna yellow light of death on me, but let's give it a try anyway. I've seen crazier things, you know, and wait, there's a game inside. Also, it's booting up. There's no way. There's no way. How many times do I have to say it? You've got people out there selling refurbished consoles for double, triple market value that don't work, or broken, not refurbished. You got crap like this that just turns on and works. First try. It's just embarrassing, honestly. All right, let's scroll around a bit, and holy crap, wait, there's a lot of stuff on here. What? What is this console? We got Steven. Is that Black Ninja? Is that what that says? Naughty Head, Dominic Gravy, Neo, KJ, Johnny 2K10, something, Kristen, China, T. Lee, Gigi, Kristen, College Josh, Bella Keys, and Spaceman. Holy crap, what in the world? What have I stumbled upon here? We're 4.70, we got 80 gigs in here, and we only have 7 gigs of free space, which is insane. They must be using a ton of it from photos and other stuff. And as you can see, we got Play Memories. What is this? I have never seen that before. Let me try to boot that up and see what it does. Okay, so it's a way to sort all your photographs. That's actually pretty neat. Okay, why have I never seen that before? Looks like for the most part, it's just a bunch of screenshots of games and stuff, like title screens, whatever. Wait, are they? Oh, dude. He's got screenshots from PlayStation Home. Dude, this is so sick. What is he wearing on his head? Is he a bird? What is that? I can't really see. I can't make out the details because it's so low res. But that's so sick. You can see him squatting there. What? With his little beak and a random dude behind him. Oh, so it's him and his buddy posing. Dude, that's so funny. Yo, even got a Christmas tree here. I guess that's what that is. That's what it looks like. Dude, this thing is truly a time capsule. Wow, what on earth did I stumble across here? And last but not least, one more PlayStation Home screenshot. Dude, this is that was awesome. Wow, okay. So first I'll close out. Next up, we've got some videos, I think. What's here? Come on, load up. You can do it. We got Tekken Kinkrit, I can't pronounce that. PlayStation Vita Digest movie, PS3, and also The Order, announced trailer, Destiny, Warframe, Killzone, Battlefield 4. Wow. And yeah, we got some games here as well. We got a Japanese game that I can't pronounce. We've also got Naruto. We also got Battlefield 4. Oh no, it's a folder with more games. Yo, Rampage World Tour, Uno, Bloody Roar, Sackboy, Call of Duty Elite, another game I can't pronounce, Urban Trial Freestyle. Wow, oh, wait, hold on, let me try out this PS1 game here and see if that loads. Yeah, there it goes. And also, I didn't even check out the disc yet. I forgot, there's a game inside. Maybe that's why they tore the thing off, because they got a disc stuck inside. We have a, oh, that's that movie that was inside, okay. Tekken Kinkrit Blu-ray disc, kind of a cool little cover art there. Back looks a little bit rough there, but anyways, yeah, it's loaded up now, guys. Let's go back and check out the last time this person played next. FIFA 13 back in 2014. Okay, I see you. Also got the Lifeless PlayStation app here, which is just so sick to see. And wait, what? I don't even see PlayStation Home here. What? But anyways, there are so many profiles on here. I could you know, scroll through them for days. But let's go ahead and pop a game inside and see if this reads. So we saw a Blu-ray read, so I would assume a game reads too. But we'll try it out just in case, if I can get it in there. That was a little questionable. Hopefully my disc will come out after we try to play it, but I guess we're about to find out. And yeah, it loads right up. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and eject it before it tries to keep my disc. Please come out. There we go. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I don't know what to say about this thing. I can't believe it works fine and all the stuff's on this thing. I'm going pure 1 out of 10 because, like, as messed up as this thing, as jacked up as it is, it's awesome. I love it. You guys want to check it out? I'll list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. But guys, let's go ahead and move on. Pretty scratched up, but honestly, not too horrible. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay, we got power, any free games, and yo, I see a blue light. Hold up, game please. And we got, ooh, it's like Football 13. I was about to get hyped if we got 14, although 14 is really not worth that much anymore because we have actual recent games. But I don't know, it's something, it's free. I'll take it. And yet again, I have another console that's not outputting anything, so let me go ahead and try to reset the settings or reset the display on this one as well and see if that'll fix it, hopefully. Well, I was getting hyped there for a second because I saw something on the screen, but it says cannot start, the appropriate system storage was not found. Is there a hard drive in this thing? Let me check. Okay, and yeah, there's definitely a hard drive inside. Now it's pretty dang dusty, but it's pretty typical. Looks like it's a 120 gig hard drive. Let's go ahead and just, yeah, we unplugged it. Let's go ahead and plug it back in, and honestly, it'll probably work now because that's just how things go. So let's pop it back in there, screw it back in, and then we'll turn this console back on and see if it works now. What do you know, guys? There it goes. What did I tell you, man? It's always a good old turn it off or turn it back on again, or unplug it, plug it back in, and then it just works. So there we are. We got Pop 81 here, and also user 1 pop. I don't know what that means, but let's go ahead and try out Pop 81 here first and see what's going on with this console. Start with the data. We should have 120 gigs, or else on 4.89. Okay. No music on this one, which is actually surprising at this point. Okay, let me pop a game inside this sucker. We'll pop in we'll pop in Instant Football 13, of course, because that was what they were playing. We'll see if this loads up. Well, I thought it was loading up, and now it's been a black screen for like half a minute now. What is going on? I guess let me try another game. Okay, yeah, so I threw in South Park and it installed itself, and now it's loading up. So I guess it's just the game, which is honestly not surprising now looking at the back of this thing. It's yeah, it's pretty jacked up. So it is what it is. Guys, yet again, another working console, and you guys want to check this thing out, I'm going to list it down below for sale on my website. Click the link down below or scan the QR code in the screen. And for garbage score, I'm going to go 3 out of 10. A little garbage, but not that much, so I'll take it. But guys, let's move on. Okay, so here in this massive box, I have apparently one singular PS3 console from Goodwill. So why is it so large? I don't know, but let's open it up and find out. Okay, so here's the PS3, and oh wait, oh dude, it's backwards compatible. Yo, let's go. Wait, what do I feel on the bottom of this console? Hold up. Okay, let me just sit down and we'll start from the top. So here we got a backwards compatible PS3. You can tell by the silver trim here, and it looks pretty solid. It's actually not too terribly scratched up for being I don't know, a 20-year-old console at this point. You see we got a CECH E01. It's actually the MG model. This is for the Metal Gear Solid bundle, I believe. And here on the side we got our missing hard drive slot. Also got a void warranty sticker that's been peeled off. And wait, no, it's this one. Yo, I totally forgot about this. I bought this PS3 from Goodwill. And yeah, as you can see, there are legitimately like 1,000 holes here on the bottom for ventilation. And I guess their thought here was you got 4 rubber feet that give it a little bit of lift, and you get some airflow on the bottom, and then it flows back out the rear for airflow. I don't know that it does anything. I also don't know if it hurts, but like that's just wild. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in though and see if it does anything. All right, guys, console plugged in, and honestly, I'm gonna be very disappointed if this thing doesn't work. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on, folks, and see what it does. Got a red light here. Please turn on. Please. So you got green. You got yellow flashing and then red, so classic yellow light of death on a backwards compatible PS3, which is very typical and extremely unfortunate. I'm so sad. I might cry. Whatever, man. All right, this thing sucks. All right, 10 out of 10 garbage. If you want to buy it, I'll put a link down below and QR code on the screen. Somebody fix it, please. Please fix it and send me a photo of it working, please. By the way, I just looked it up and I paid $176 for that, so I feel even better now. I just lost $75. I love when I lose money. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting for this one here, baby. We got this PS4 from Goodwill with a charger. I don't know what that means, so let's open this thing up and find out. And apparently it's tested. Wow, the rare tested item from Goodwill. Okay, I'll take it. And the top actually looks pretty solid, other than the glossy part's pretty dirty. But yeah, let's plug it in and see what happens. Oh, and I guess in terms of charger, I guess they meant power cord. I thought it'd be something better. Sorry guys, but let's plug it in. All right, console plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if it turns on. Okay, we got power, that's good. All right, well, finally booted up. It looks like the console is factory reset. So let me go ahead and set this bad boy up. If I can get a controller connected up to it, we'll put a disc inside and see if it works. All right guys, finally booted up, and let's go ahead and see no game inside. Okay, let's go ahead and pop our own game inside and see how this thing pulls in discs and see if it works. Perfectly fine, okay. And hey, loads right up, cool. So next thing I wanna check is our firmware version and see if this thing happens to be on like a 9.0 or 8.0 or something. Let's go ahead and check that. Okay, so we're on, 7.02. Oh, wow. So this thing hasn't been played in ages. That's wild. Let me go and see when that's from, because that's like, I don't know, 5 years old maybe? Okay, never mind, make that 6 years. Looks like it was released in October of 2019. And now I don't know the ins and outs of jailbreaking a PS4, but basically old firmware means you can jailbreak your PS4 and makes it worth more money, frankly. So, hey, that's cool to see, and the console's working so far. Now next up, let's go ahead and see if it connects to the internet. Now obviously I don't want to update accidentally or anything, so let's just go ahead and we'll test it out with my Ethernet cable that's plugged in here, and seems to be fine. Obviously I will not sign in or anything like that, so pretty sweet PS4 here. Now guys, you want to check it out, I'll put a link down below to check it out on my website, or you can scan the QR code in the screen. And for garbage score, I'm gonna go 1 out of 10 because like I don't see old firmware PS4s all that often, so that's pretty cool to see. Guys, let's move on. Guys, I'm excited for this one because we got a PS4 Pro from Goodwill, which I don't see all that often, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. All right, so it's all coming apart eventually. We got a controller here, which is in fine condition. It's I don't know, it's whatever. Also got a couple of games here, which is kind of cool to see. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Let's see if there's a game inside. It is, and it's the right game, cool. And in terms of the console, looks like we have a powers on and plays game, which is actually surprising because usually I intentionally buy untested stuff from Goodwill. But you know, I guess they're saying it powers on and plays game, so that's great. And honestly, the console looks pretty dang good from the top. Bottom looks good as well. Back also looks good, and it always just blows my mind that people are donating PS4 Pros to Goodwill. But anyways, guys, let's plug this thing in and see what happens. All right, plugged in, and I heard some power there. Okay, come on. Let's go ahead and boot up, bad boy. Any games inside? Nope. Ooh, that that controller is crunchy. I pressed the power button and it just snapped. Yikes. We got user 1 already signed in. Let's go ahead and see when this thing was last used first. Okay, so it looks like somebody's tested it on 7/3/2025. It's also trying to install an update now, which reminds me, let's go ahead and check the firmware version and see if it's on an old version here. Okay, we're on 10.01, which is not bad. That's kind of old. I think the most recent one is 12.52, I believe. So 10.0 is definitely not bad at all. Now let's go ahead and pop a game inside and see if it'll read. Now we already got Call of Duty Black Ops showing up here, so I'm guessing they probably tested with this game. But let's go ahead and see what it does. Pulls in pretty nicely. Okay, sure enough, loads right up. And also, last thing I want to check is our network connection, make sure that works as well. I think I saw it downloading in the background, so it should be fine. And yeah, perfectly fine PS4, nothing wrong with this. So I mean, guys, you want to check this thing out, I'll put a link down below, QR code on the screen. And for garbage score, I'm gonna go 1 out of 10 because it's perfectly fine. Nothing special about it, but it works. Did you know there are more than 400 Xbox 360 console variations? You know, anything from a basic 360 Slim with some games to a Lifesaver Gummies console? Huh? Well, today, we'll test out a very rare 360 that was not supposed to be sold to me, as well as some other very strange consoles. So guys, welcome to
Gamer Garbage.
Alright guys, so we got a little bit of everything here. We have a 60 gig hard drive just laying on top. Hopefully that still works. Power supply, a wired controller. Oh yeah, booted up here. We got some profiles. We got Corey, got Dad, got Daniel. Mini Mania 1999. Yo, what is that background? Yo, no way, it's a full photo. All right, how can I see the full photo? All right, we can see it probably the best right here, but it's just like some guy or girl and his dog. That's pretty wholesome. Okay, let's check out the profile here and see what's on it. Mini is the way to be. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but all right. Playing some 2K13, NHL 14, Madden 15. Actually, quite a few games here played for only 5,000 gamer score. I think they played like every sports game in existence from 2009 to 2015, man. It's all here. Let's go back and see if there's any games downloaded on this console. We got College Lacrosse 2011. What? I forgot they even made a lacrosse game. That's really random. We gotta boot that thing up and see what's on it. Oh, no, we gotta sign in, dude. I was actually kind of excited for that because I haven't seen that since 2011. Greatest Crash Course, MLB 2K10, and MLB 2K12 demos. Okay. Give you guys some Even got some music here called Good Poop. It's poop, but the opposite, like it's good stuff, man. Also, Sarah's CD and an unknown album. What kind of songs I got here? Just a bunch of tracks. Okay, let's go ahead and play a couple. Okay, mostly seems to be like 2 Chainz and some other similar stuff. Not really surprising for this era of music. We're going to hop back in here though and see if we can find some stuff like hidden under the apps maybe. Like how can we find these photos? I think it's under themes actually. Hold on, let me go back. Hop down here to change theme, which is where I think where you can see these photos. So we have 70. Also got 2, which is a monster logo, nice. And we got the standard 360 theme. All right. Honestly, guys, there are so few people that have made their 360 backgrounds an actual photo. I've seen it like maybe 2 times ever, and I've tested, you know, oh no. I've tested hundreds of 360s and never seen it more than like twice. But also initial setup's grayed out, so that's great. You know what that means, but we'll mess with that here in a second. We also have the situation abs under avatar item. What is that? It literally looks like a shirt rolled up to show abs. What? Why is that an avatar item, man? All right, let's go ahead and try to unlock this thing and enter this code.
Much later.
All right, guys, and unfortunately I cannot get this passcode guessed, so let's go ahead and try to get this security question. Favorite food? Oh, baby, it's my time to shine. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the answer here. We know. What else could it be other than freaking pizza? Pizza. I actually can't believe that was pizza again. That's insane. It's always pizza. It couldn't have just been like ice cream or hamburger or French fries. Bojangles 4-piece supreme chicken dinner. All right, guys, let's open this disk drive open and see if we can toss the game inside. And let's test the game. Let's try our Borderlands 2 here. Yeah, it's trying to spin up, but can't quite get there. So that's unfortunate. Kind of cool console, except it just doesn't read games. But guys, because we got our favorite phrase, our favorite food, our favorite lingo here, pizza, this thing's not garbage at all. It's a freaking 1 out of 10, man. This is special right here. And hey, if you want to buy it, it'll be on my website. So check out the QR code on screen, link down below, and let's move on to our next console. All right, guys, so here I apparently have a console from Goodwill that's painted. Let me open it up and find out what's inside. Oh, yep, there it is. Wow, that is insanity. Holy crap, look at this, guys. Okay, so also got some papers and stuff. We'll take a look at it in just a second. But here on the front, we have an army painted 360, and that is straight up like finger paint there, dude. That's bad. That's bad. Well, moving on, we also got a hard drive on the side. Looks like a 20 gig hard drive with some, is that paint or is that just poop? Might be some poop. And here on the back, oh no, it's the double whammy. It's GameStop Refurbished. You gotta be kidding me. Look at that. GameStop, Jasper. I mean, this is Jasper. That's good. In case you don't know, that's a good motherboard for the 360. But let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what it can do. Oh, and actually, I forgot. We have a network adapter, which is kind of nifty, and also a piece of paper here, which is just like our. Wait a second. Yo, this is crazy. Dude, look at this, guys. This apparently came from a wired up Goodwill, which in case you don't know, actually I've never heard of wired up, but Goodwill does sometimes have these like tech Goodwills where they know what they're doing more, kind of, not really, but like a little more than normal Goodwills. And you can see they have a whole checklist here. So I guess this thing was tested. It says powers on, AV works, plays a game, tested like almost a whole year ago. Memory, hard drive, internal memory. And this is the most interesting one here. It says, does the dashboard look like this? And it has a picture of the Blaze dashboard. So holy crap, these guys, they know about the Blaze dashboard and they know they can charge more for a Blaze dashboard. So they are, I guess if they see this Blaze dashboard, they probably advertise it in the listing and say, pay us more money. I mean, obviously I get it from my selling aspect, but it just feels weird for Goodwill to do that because it's Goodwill, but whatever, man. Let's plug this thing in and see if it works. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hold them to a higher standard here because they approved everything is fully working here based on their checklist. And wow, the front of this thing is insane. I gotta show you closer up. Okay, so yeah, console is on and you can see the power light through the army painted green like a little bit, but it's not that great. I guess while we're here, we'll go ahead and open the disk drive up and see if that works. And well, actually, surprisingly, that works without an issue. That is really surprising. We also got some profiles. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta say, it's kind of sus that they go through all this testing process and they don't factory reset the consoles. I mean, like for me, I like that because I like seeing the old stuff on here, but like that just feels wrong. But whatever. All right, guys, we got GG here. We got Outlaw Josie Whale. Outlaw Jose Will? I don't know. X-Man, and that's it. All right, let's try out this guy here. He's got 1900 gamer score. He, oh wait, I just also realized he has the camo pants on. It all makes sense now. He's got camo pants on. He's got the camo painted, faceplate here. And no surprise there, first game I ever played was MW2. So he's straight up into, he's painting stuff, he's shooting stuff, he's doing all this stuff, man. He's like football, Halo Wars, Madden 11, 15, 4, whatever. What is my mouth doing right now? So we gotta get games downloaded here. We've got NCAA Football 11 here, but that's only if you put the disc inside, so that's not gonna work. That's tragic. Let's see if there's anything else on this console though. Ah, yes, dude. Army consoles always have music. Like every time, I can't think of an example, but there's been like 3 or 4 other times I got a console that was clearly from like Army, military, something of that sort, and had music on the console. And we've got just a mix of stuff here, as you can see: Jay-Z, Nas, T.I., Young Jeezy. And we actually have built-in storage and our 20 gig hard drive here. Even got some special t-shirts and a sombrero here, which is kind of sick. But let's go ahead and open this drive up, back up, pop a game inside and see if it works. And indeed, that does load up. So Goodwill, you know, props to you. You actually tested it properly and it's accurate. So that's great. Now I should mention that this thing is GameStop refurbished. So in classic GameStop fashion, they modded this thing to 12-volt fan mod, which in case you don't know means they basically make the fan go full blast all the time. So listen to this. A little annoying, but that's classic GameStop style, but whatever, guys, it works. All right, guys, for garbage score, I'm going 10 out of 10 for this goofy console. This is, yeah, that's a 10. But let's go ahead and move on. Got an OG Xbox here from Goodwill, and this thing has a little bit of a secret. Let me go ahead and open it up and show you. Oh, yeah, there it is. So we have an OG Xbox here with a couple of Atari stickers on top. And that's not all here, guys. The listing said it was modified in the title. I'm not sure if that's referring to these Atari stickers. Like, really, you're calling the Xbox modified because of stickers? Or maybe it's actually modded in some way. Like, I guess we'll find out, but otherwise it looks pretty normal. Bottom looks good, and I will say these are pretty nice Atari stickers. Like, they're nice and shiny and ooh, pretty. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so console plugged in, but here on the side we have a note from Goodwill that says does that say powers on? It looks like it says Powerson, like it's somebody's last name, and tout. I don't know what tout means there, but okay, maybe it powers on. Let's find out. Sure enough, it does power on. Let's see if there's a game inside. Maybe so. Nope. But again, we're hoping this thing is modded in some way. And it looks like a standard Xbox at first glance. We'll hop straight into the memory here first. And man, I'm using this big boy controller. I forgot how freaking large this thing is. But we'll hop in here first. If there's anything saved on this thing. Got 007, AMF Bowling, 4, nice. Oh, this is the best part about every Xbox save data is we always have Halo and Halo 2 save data with just tons of profiles. We got one called Genie Sucks. Also got one that says eat chicken. Oh yeah, cool. Ryan Phil. I don't know what that says. Nice. Let's go ahead and open the disk drive up though and toss the game inside and see if it'll read. Hey, there we go, booting right up. And this thing is magical so far. It's working fine. Got save data, we're reading games up perfectly, but unfortunately does not appear to be modded in any way, at least not so far. Let me go ahead and turn the console off though, and maybe we'll try to boot up from holding down the eject button or something. I think that does something sometimes on some mods. I don't know. I'm no expert, but let's go ahead and give it a try. So holding down the eject button obviously spits out our disk drive, and we'll see if this does anything. Nah, it's normal. All right, whatever. I guess it was modified with stickers. Overall though, can't be too mad at it, so I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 garbage score. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one I've been waiting for this Xbox. I paid $750 for this Xbox. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, and pulling it out at first glance, it actually looks pretty normal. I thought this box looked different, to be honest, but I haven't looked at this thing in quite a while. Now here in the front, it looks like it comes with a 60 gig hard drive. I guess we'll find out if that's true. Here on the side, we have a nasty stain, which I do vaguely remember from the listing. Did somebody spill like cooking oil or something? I'm not quite sure. Also, there's tape all over this box, which is, again, kind of unfortunate, but I'm really here for the inside of this box. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what the inside looks like. Got some more bubble wrap here. We also have a little baggie of stuff here, which at first glance appears to be normal, like Xbox stuff. Yeah, just our pamphlets and whatever. I also love how these old consoles have, these little pamphlets you can mail back in for extra insurance or whatever. There it is, a service contract invoice. But here it is, guys. Oh, baby, there it is. We have the Summer Intern Celebration 2009 Special Edition Xbox 360. And this thing is sick, man. I don't really know much about this thing other than that it looks different, it looks cool. So let me put this to the side for a second, and we'll go ahead and take a deeper dive into this box and see if there's anything else inside of this box. We got an Ethernet cable, power brick, couple cords here. Yeah, nothing much else down here. So let me go ahead and put this box to the side. All right, guys, and here's the console close up. And as you can see here on the top, we have the Summer Intern Celebration 2009 from Microsoft. It's kind of like embossed or imprinted onto the 360. And I don't really know the history of this thing, but I would assume it came from a Summer Intern Celebration in 2009. And we have some graphics here at the top with some popcorn, some trees, a mountain, and whatever that thing is. Is this Seattle? Yes, it definitely is Seattle. Okay, that makes sense. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the what just happened? I'm at a loss. I'm speechless. What just happened? Bro, there's no way. I turned this thing around and 2 pieces fall out. Now this one is pretty normal to fall out because it's just like that little crappy flap, that's whatever. But this is straight up a broken piece of the console, I think, here. Look at the inside of this thing. You can see there's a big old crack right there, and there's also just like inside of the console, that's where the broken piece was. You can see straight through to the side grill now. That is absurd. It was one thing if this just the faceplate broke, but no, it's the faceplate and the piece underneath. And also, what is happening here? It's just like somehow the plastic got molded outwards. What? I mean, look at that. I have never seen that on a 360 before. How does that happen? Also, was this in the listing? Jeez, man, let me check real quick. Oh, unfortunately, this is one of those eBay listings I bought ages ago, so I can't actually see the listing anymore except for the initial, like, top line giant photo, which doesn't give me much details. I wouldn't have purchased this thing if I knew there was a giant like crack or whatever is going on here. So that is really tragic and unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the rest of this console, I guess. Now, taking a look at the back, appears to be a console from 2008. Got an HDMI port and everything, so that all adds up, I guess, for being a summer celebration of 2009. And yeah, 60 gig hard drive. So otherwise, looks like a pretty normal console. Maybe when we boot it up, it'll have something special about it. I would hope so, but we'll find out here. And I also want to look this thing up real quick online and see if I can find any more details about this thing. It says the estimated amount produces between 100 and 500 consoles, which is, yeah, not much at all. And this person says, according to our source, employees were specifically told not to sell them. Let's plug it in to see if it works. I really hope it doesn't red ring, because at this point, I'm not convinced it won't. Hallelujah, it's booting up. That's a good sign. Now, we'll be curious if this thing was factory reset or anything. And it was not. Oh, we're on an NXE. Yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. If I recall correctly, I believe this console, I don't remember seeing any details about like what dashboard it was on. So I kind of took a gamble here, and I guess the gamble paid off because we're on NXE. Let's go ahead and hop straight into our settings though and see what the exact dashboard is. We're on 13599. So I think it's late enough that you can play Connect on this thing. Is that correct? Maybe not actually. I don't see any Connect stuff on here. Oh, there it is. Never mind. But man, I love scrolling through the like little Xbox Live advertisements here because this is just like a throwback to 2009. Game Marketplace, Video Marketplace with Zune, ESPN, Netflix, Community, Avatar Marketplace, Music Marketplace. Got your Welcome Center with some stuff here. It's just like, this is a blast of the past. This is nostalgic. It's almost 20 years old at this point, which is absurd. But yeah, I guess we'll start by hopping into our guide here. See if there's any profiles. I don't think there were. Yeah, there's none. Okay, so is there anything on this console at all? Wait. There are some, there's some videos. We got video. Oh, we got Zune videos as well. Yo, we gotta check that out in a second. Oh, actually, no, that's the only thing to check out. Okay, yeah, we're checking out Zune videos. Let's go, man. Let's go. I really hope there's some special stuff here. Wow, that looked like that guy was flicking me off. Wireless World accessories, Halo 3, announcement, Forza 2, Xbox Live. Let's go. That's what you love to see, man. It would be even cooler if there's some movies and TV stuff here, but no, nothing else. I'm gonna boot one of these up and just like make sure it actually works. We'll go with the first TV commercial for Halo 3. And oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a Halo helmet. All right, let's go back and check out what else is on this console. I'll go back to the main menu here and let's check out the game library. Hopefully there's something on here. I really hope some trials. Yeah, there we go. We got Lost Planet Online Demo, Fusion Frenzy 2, Hexag HD, blah, blah, blah. Yes, this is like the standard package that a lot of these consoles included back in like 2008, 2009, where you had a handful of demos here and game trials and then some videos as well. Let's check out their memory here, see if there's anything else loaded on this console. Just our demos, videos. Ooh, themes. Hey, baby, we got some themes here. Let's go back and check that out. We've got, it's pretty standard themes that you see on a lot of these consoles, so nothing special there. But guys, let's go ahead and pop this disk drive open and see if that still works somehow. And indeed, that is booting right up, so no problems there. But guys, nonetheless, it is a pretty cool piece of history here. So for garbage score, I'm going right down the middle, 5 out of 10. For as cool as it is, it's broken, which is just a little bit tragic, but still very cool. Now, we'll be selling this once. If you guys want to buy it, it'll be on my website, so check out the link down below or QR code on screen. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Gosh, this box is freaking big, man. We apparently have 3 Xbox 360s in here, but you know, this box is big enough for probably 10 of them. So yeah, let's see what's inside of it. No. Oh man, this is already a 10 out of 10 garbage score here. Stop shipping with freaking foam packing peanuts. Stop it. Okay, fortunately I got those out without too much catastrophe from these packing peanuts, but guys, if you're shipping stuff, please do not use those. Please don't. All right, I got the first console out here, and at first glance, it looks fine. What is that? Does that say Louis R? Yo, that's my cousin. Bro, Louis R? You can see here on the back, somebody really destroyed this thing trying to open this thing up. And by the way, this listing said 4 parts of repair, so like, these consoles could be broken, but in my experience, Goodwill says parts of repair on anything. I've gotten plenty of things that work that said parts of repair, but let's go ahead and plug this one in and see if it works. Like, honestly, as long as it doesn't red ring, I'll be happy. Oh, wow. This thing strip has no power at all. That's wild. Well, I can at least try to manually open the disk drive here to see if there's any game inside. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, for some reason I can't catch any of these gears in here, so I can't get it open. I don't hear a disc inside, so whatever, it's fine. Well, let's move on. Hopefully this one at least turns on. Ooh, it's just falling apart as I take it out. That's, phew. Yeah, here in the bottom, there's just tons of stuff broken. There's literally a piece of duct tape holding this thing together, which is just absurd. So yeah, there's no shot this works, but we'll give it a try. No way. I should have known. From the way this thing looks, it's turning on. That's just how it goes with 360s. The worse it looks, the better it works. All right, let's go and scroll around this thing and see what's on this bad boy. There's no hard drive obviously built in, but is there storage built in? There is not. Okay, well, otherwise, the console is on, and it's actually fairly quiet, surprisingly. I'm going to open the tray up, see if that opens up. A few little slaps and it does. Cool. Now see what happens when you toss a disc inside. And yeah, there it goes. It's booting up and working. That's That's just so stupid, man. I guess to be fair, it is still for parts or repair because of how bad this thing looks, but yeah, it turns on and works at least. But all right, last but not least, this one looks about like the first one where it's like not horrible, but it actually is pretty yellowed. And the back is really chewed up. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens. I'm gonna start by testing the disk drive here to see if that opens. Here we go. And the console's booting. All right, man. Boot it up here, and again, I don't think we have any storage built in. We do not, but let's go ahead and toss the game inside and see if it'll read. Listening to it, and no shot. It's working. That is just stupid, but I'll take it, man. Now, we'll do a combined garbage score for all three of these. I'm gonna go, honestly, I'm gonna go 2 out of 10. These things are garbage, but considering the price and the fact that they're not actually for parts or repair for the most part, I'm gonna go 2 out of 10. Why not? Let's move on to our next console. Okay, guys, got a special Xbox here, as you'll see in a second, but I got it for a pretty good deal, I think. Let's open it up and see what's inside. You don't see these things every day. We got a special edition Halo Xbox here, and man, this thing is so sick. I mean, look at this thing. It's fully translucent, a nice little light, bright green, whatever you want to call this, Halo green. And overall, it looks like it's in pretty solid condition so far. Well, never mind. There's a little crack here on the side, just as per usual. Every time I get a nice console, there's a crack. Bro. But okay, not the end of the world. Also, here on the bottom, looks like we have been opened up before. As you can see, the screws are exposed, so maybe it's modded? Otherwise, not bad. And we'll discuss the price here in just a second and try to figure out what's going on there. But let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works first of all. By the way, the listing does straight up say it was untested, so hopefully this thing actually turns on and works. There's no way. You've got to be kidding me. There's no power. Cord is fully plugged in, as you can see here. Cable's plugged in there. And looking at the front, nothing. Here's what I think happened. I think they plugged it in, tried to turn it on. It didn't turn on for them, so they're like, oh, we don't actually know how to test this thing. Let's just call it untested. That's what I thought. Maybe that's not what happened, but that's just like, bro. But now, taking a closer look at the bottom, here's something interesting to point out. There appears to be like some weird discoloration around the sides of the case here. Like, I wonder if something was spilled on the inside. That would be bad. But definitely completely possible given what this console is doing right now. Also, these rubber feet, just like, they're so crusty. I don't know how these are stuck on here because there's no sticky stuff left. Interesting, but let's go ahead and I guess we'll open it up and see what the inside looks like. All right, top coming off, and the top looks fine. And at first glance, the console looks pretty normal as well. Everything is in place. Okay, and pulling the hard drive out of place to see the power supply, which is the part we're obviously concerned about. I mean, like, it's dirty in there, but I don't see any, like, obviously blown capacitors or liquid damage or anything like that. Let me try to blow this thing out real quick, and then we'll plug it in again and see what happens. Okay, yeah, quite a bit of dust in that power supply. I don't think it'll make a difference, but we'll give it a try anyway. Plugged in, and yeah, still no power. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the price I paid and see how that compares to a good market value for this. Okay, well, this is funny. This is actually kind of in line with what I got here. This OG Xbox Halo Limited Edition console sold for $255, which is a little less than I paid on Goodwill. And check out the description here. It says this auction is for the untested Xbox Halo Limited Edition console only without the controller. It does include the AV and power cord. So, untested, but includes the power cord. But all right, looks like I got about the right price for this thing. I was just hoping it would work because then I could sell it for, you know, $350, $400, but oh well. But you guys already know the garbage score here. We're going 10 out of 10. So much potential, but so crappy. Let's move on. Okay, guys, so apparently we have a 360E here with some games. So let's open up the package and see what's inside. What on earth is this? They packaged this thing up like a boulder here. It's just, what? So here we are, guys. Got a controller on top, which appears to be in pretty rough shape. Ooh, look at those joysticks. And down here, we've got some games. We got Skyrim, Borderlands 2, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, and Diablo. Are all in pretty rough condition. What happened here? Also got a power supply, and down here, that is definitely not a 360E. What? Huh? We have a Slim here, and I have this written down as an E. Is that wrong? Let me check real quick. Cool, yeah, so the photo doesn't show in the listing anymore, but the title here says Microsoft Xbox 360 console bundle. They just don't know what they're selling. Cool. Well, it's a 360 Slim here, as you can tell. Pretty solid condition from the first glance here. And oh no, it's refurbished. Great. Okay. Well, let's plug it in and see what happens. Got power here. Disc inside. Nope. But you know what? Console booting up and everything, and at first glance, it looks like it's got nothing on it at all. Oh, no, no way. And this setup is grayed out, so the family settings are on. We'll check that out here in a minute. We do have a, what is that, a 120 gig hard drive inside and then 4 gigs built in, but they're both factory reset, I think, here. And that's interesting because the description says this thing was just powered on but not actually tested or anything. So Goodwill apparently did not factory reset this thing, so I guess somebody else down the line did, or somebody's lying here. But anyways, let's go back and try to guess this family settings code here and see if we can get into this thing.
Much later.
Yeah, I tried like 40 combinations and I can't guess it. So let's go ahead and try to guess the actual passcode here, or reset the passcode with our question here. Favorite movie? Oh man, I will never guess this. All right, well, whatever. Let's go back and toss a game inside this thing and at least test that aspect of it. So toss the disk drive open. And of course, this thing came with quite a few games, so we'll use one of these. We'll try out Borderlands 2 here. And yep, loading up just fine. So nothing special about this console, but nothing horrible either. So I'm going straight at 5 out of 10 for our garbage score. It's very average. Let's move on. I only paid $75 for what I would consider a pretty rare inbox 360 I got here from Goodwill, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so here it is, dumping this thing out, and indeed we have a refurbished Xbox 360. And not only is it refurbished, but it's got like the refurbished ingrained tag here on the box, which I've only seen like one other time ever. I guess it came straight from Microsoft, but very interesting seeing that. Now flipping to the back, there was also another interesting sticker here. We have an e-commerce collectible sticker. Looks like it's from Goodwill probably, and from May of 2025. Wow, so this thing's been sitting around for a while. Let's open it up and see what's inside the box. Okay, actually got some bubble wrap inside. We've got our console, which we'll take a closer look at here in a second. Curious what else they included here though. We got some pamphlets here. That's nice. Still sealed and everything. Hey, also got some cords and stuff. We have a nice little Wi-Fi adapter that's actually still intact, and a couple controllers here which are very dirty. Wow, who used these things? This thing is it's sticky and dirty, and yeah. Okay, let's take a closer look at the console now. So console itself is in decent condition, and of course on the bottom it has a giant refurbished sticker, and then on the side we have a 120 gig hard drive, which appears to be different than what was originally included here, and it's a fairly old console from 2007. But the interesting part is it has a manufacture date instead of a service date, and I thought when things got refurbished or repaired they had a service date on here, but probably a different situation. Guys, let's go and plug this thing in, turn it on, and see if it works. Okay, we got power, the console's booting, and I think it's factory reset. Wow, what? There's no way. All right, let me go ahead and set this thing up, I guess. We'll swap straight into the settings and see if the storage device is actually factory reset or deleted or whatever, and yeah, it's just straight up completely deleted. Don't see that very often from Goodwill. Usually it's just completely untested and nothing was tested at all. Let's go and pop the disk drive open and see if that works here, and of course, it's stuck. And this thing is stuck bad. I can't get it open at all. What is going on? Oh, there it goes, finally. It took like 40 taps. I got this thing, no, it's closing again. Come on, stay open. All right, but we'll throw a game inside just to see if it works. I kind of highly doubt it will. Surprise, surprise, it's not reading a game. Well, not much happening with this console, so let's go ahead and give it a garbage score. I'm going 7 out of 10 on the garbage scale, because this thing is almost pure garbage, but not quite. But guys, let's move on to our next console. Oh, and by the way, if you want to buy this thing, it's on my website right now, so go check it out down below. But yeah, let's move on. I've seen all kinds of weird mods on PS3s, PS4s, even Xbox 360s in the past, but today, a couple of viewers on my channel sold me Xbox consoles with jailbroken discs and strange mod switches, so in this video, we'll test everything out and see what happens. We have a note here with some details, but I don't want to spoil the surprise yet, so let me go ahead and just open this thing up without the details and see what this thing is. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. This is wild. We have an OG Xbox here, completely painted with yellow and red. It looks like a lightning bolt in here, like the, is that like the flash symbol? I don't know. Also, this thing is kind of coming apart, I think, but oh well. And yeah, you can see here in the front, we got the yellow and red as well. Bottom is completely yellow with no rubber feet. And the controller is just as good. We got the yellow and red paint here, man. That's wild. All right, guys, got this thing plugged in, and man, this thing, stuff like this looks goofy, but I love it. It's got a lot of character to it, and it's cool to check these things out. And if you guys want to sell me something or send something in to the channel to be on a video, I'll put the link down below and QR code on the screen for filling out my trade-in form. I get lots of interesting stuff from viewers, so you can definitely be a part of that. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on, see what happens. Oh, that's not good. That was pretty startling. Also, I just noticed, what is this? This logo on top is duct taped on here. That's hilarious. Now again, I didn't read the whole note here, but I will give you the first part that I did read, where he says a few things about the console. It's been sitting for 20 plus years, but still works. So yeah, that's why it's falling apart. It's 20 years old. Not too surprising, except for the fact that it's not turning on and it doesn't work like he said it does. But let me go ahead and let's try again. That honestly sounds like it might be a bad hard drive, which is gonna be really tragic if that's the case. Oh, there it is. Yo, come on, dude, you can do it. Yes, there it is. Okay, so first of all, my AV cord was actually like not quite plugged in all the way, so that's why it wasn't showing up. So we're all good there now. And I love the dashboard. We got the Ava launch here with, we got Alyssa Milano here. I don't know who that is, but you can kind of tell who she must be from the photo here that it will be somewhat blurred out for obvious reasons. But man, that's hilarious. That's such a 2002 thing. Let's go and check out what's on here. It is modded, as you can see. We've got Xbox Media Player, games, applications, emulators, file manager, IRC client, and Telnet client. So we'll start at the top and just kind of work our way down and see what all is on this thing. I do remember you said there's some stuff on it, music maybe and something else, but let's check it out. Okay, so this looks like another dashboard. Hello? I don't know what happened, but it kicked me back out here. So let's hop into the games and try that out. And we have Agent Under Fire ? Freestyle Metal X, Half-Life 2, Halo, Hitman, Manhunt. Also the D-pad kind of scrolls down a little fast sometimes, but whatever. NBA Street Volume 2, one of my favorites. But yeah, just a random mix, about 15-20 games here, so not bad. We'll go ahead and, I guess, pop one open and see if it works. He's got his profile on here, Vita, let's go. He's only 1-0 right now, so I guess he didn't play much in this profile. Let's go ahead and boot it up and play a little bit. Oh, what just happened? Picture just disappeared, which is not ideal. Okay, low-key, I think this AV cable just sucks, but all right, it's working again now. I just got friggin' dunked on by Dirk. Bro, here we go. All right, that's enough. Let's hop back into the main menu here and see what else is on this console. And prepare your ears for this atrocious sound. There's our boot up. Yo, we even got the yellow and red boot up. Dude, that's sick. Executor 2. Oh, does it have a mod chip inside? Usually these things are soft modded, but if it said Executor 2 on it, so it might have a mod chip inside, which is kind of neat. All right, let's see what other applications are on here. We've got BIOS check, Bow Explorer, Enigma video mode switch disk. I don't know what that is. Media player, Xbox Watch. What? Let me try this out. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's got a bunch of text on the screen, a bunch of numbers, and it says yes, it's foolproof at the bottom. Yeah, let's restart before I mess something up there. He's also spewing out some dust, I think, so I'm getting a little bit some in my throat here. All right, well, next we'll try out this media player here, which takes us back to this screen again. I think he said there's some music on here, so let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, there's some music here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Acid, jazz, alternative, ambient. There's a little bit of everything here. We got gospel, funk, house, metal, literally everything. Talk radio. We've got some talk radio. That's wild. Also got my pictures. Let me see if he left anything behind. I kind of hope so. Probably not, but we'll give it a try. Hard drive, nothing. Oh man, tragic. But guys, we also have an emulator tab here. So let me see what's under this. We got N64, NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo, and Surreal 64. Let me just try the first one here and see if it's got any games on it and see how it runs. Mario Kart and Super Mario 64. Nice. Let's go karting, boys. Woohoo! How do I go? Where's the gas? No way, the gas is the white button. I need to remap those controls. Zoom, zoom. I mean, it's running fine. Honestly, kind of surprising given the fact that the Xbox came out, you know, only a few years after the N64 came out, and I've gotten consoles like recently that were made recently that don't emulate N64 worth of crap. So that's kind of cool. Also got some more skins here. Let's check these out. We've got default red 2 Pamela. Is that who I think it is? Yep, it is. It's hilarious. This is the most like early 2000s thing I've ever seen. Not surprising, but man, that's hilarious. Let's got red 2. What is that? Just red. It's kind of cool. We'll stick with our default though here. That's a pretty good one. So yeah, that's about it on the console though. Now next up, I want to open the disk drive up and toss the game inside, I guess, and see what happens. I mean, like, I don't really want to, but I feel like I have to. So let me find a disposable game and we'll see what happens. So I have PGR here, and this game apparently does not work. I mean, you can see why. It looks horrible. Let's toss it in and just see how this reacts. Wow. But you know what? It is trying to read it, so that's a positive. What? Dude, this is a game we have tested on good Xboxes, you know, ones that don't make that noise, and this game did not work. But then I put PGR in this console that makes those noises, and well, it was working. As soon as I said that, it's doing that now. Okay, well, I can't listen to this noise anymore. Go away, please. But I should go ahead and mention that this is the note that Darth Vita included for me. Apparently, he painted and modded this himself back in high school, and he's 42 now. So that was, you know, 24 years ago at least. So that adds up. So thanks to Darth Vita for sending this in to me. And for garbage score, guys, with all due respect, I'm going 10 out of 10. This thing is pure garbage, but in the best way. Don't get me wrong. In the best way, it's pure garbage. And again, you guys want to sell me a console, I'll put the form on the screen, or you can buy some stuff from my site as well. I have stuff for sale, maybe including this thing as well. I don't know yet. But let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Oh gosh, so here I have a giant box from James here who sent me an OG Xbox and a bunch of games. Let's open it up and see how many are inside because it's freaking heavy, so there must be a lot. All right, sure enough, we have a bunch of games on top. We're gonna pull all these out. There's a console as well with, oh, this thing is modded. Yo, it's got a Switch on the side. Yo, that's sick. Oh my gosh, there's so many games in here. Holy crap. Yo, is this thing what I think it is? Yo, I gotta show you guys these games in just a second. Something wild's going on, but let me pull everything out first. And as you can tell, I'm fully stocked up on OG Xbox games for a while. We'll have to do a Whatnot stream sometime soon. I'll put my QR code on the screen, link down below if you want to, you know, sign up for Whatnot, get a $15 credit, and save my stream for when that comes up. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these games and see what all is included. I should also note there's a lot of numbers on the bottom of these cases here, so I guess maybe James or his family or something had these organized in some capacity. I'm not sure what that's from, but that's just interesting. Here's the first 10 games. We have Shrek Super Party, which is interesting. Got some more here like Batman Vengeance, never heard of that one. We also got the GTA 3 Xbox collection. I'm not sure, I didn't know there was a specific Xbox collection for GTA 3. That's cool. Okay, so here a few things I noticed is we have an old GameStop sticker. Like I didn't know GameStop ever had a logo that looked like that. That's very interesting. Also got an OG Shrek game. There's this guy likes Shrek, I guess. All right, I got some more stuff here. What I want to point out is OG Spider-Man. I played the crap out of that on my PS2. Fun game. And again, more games. And more games here, including a mystery game. Let me see what's inside of this case right here. We've got, what is that, Gun Valkyrie? Just to get an idea of condition here. Yeah, that disc is in pretty nice condition. Got one of my favorite here, Big Mother Truckers. We also got some other stuff here, last few, including one more mystery game, which is Sonic Heroes. Wait, what is that? Platinum Family Hits. Same thing on this one right here. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, and then guys, to the one that I wanted to show you, we have some X games here. Not Xbox, X games. You see, we have, what is this? Arcs, I don't know. Got an Xbox game, or X game here, Metal Slug 3 or whatever it is. Yeah, and you can tell by the game itself, that's a little bit off, right? That's not quite an Xbox game. I mean, look at that logo, look at that, it says X game, and just like, it just doesn't look quite right? What is going on here? We also got Mimerick, the Apprentice Knight, again, another X game here. Also got Conan, X game. And last but not least, we have Gladiator, Sword of Vengeance, another X game here that, again, just doesn't look quite right, man. Just for comparison, here is a real OG Xbox game, and look at those next to each other. So here's my thought. I wonder if you can flip the switch on this Xbox and play these totally legit X games on it. I guess we'll find out. And guys, taking a closer look at this console itself, it looks like a pretty normal Xbox from the top and the front, and really the main thing to note is this good old switch on the side. So let's go ahead and plug this thing in, turn it on, and see what happens. Okay, we got power, console is booting. No way, no way. All right, what is error code 16? And I gotta mention the logo there looked off. It's just off. Well, let's go ahead and see what this error code means. Okay, it says cannot load the dashboard, usually because the internal clock is unset. Not sure about that. All right, let's turn this thing off. And let me go ahead and flip the switch again to the bottom, I guess, and turn it back on and see what happens now. Crap, now it's 06. Shoot. The kernel cannot unlock the hard drive because it is the wrong password. Huh? Yikes. Anyways, let me compare that. That's the Xbox logo with the switch flipped up. That just like that looks wrong, right? This is what it looks like when it's flipped down. It's close, but just it's a little bit different. All right, guys, so I just emailed James to see if he has an answer for how to, there might be something I'm missing here, so I'm gonna wait for him to reply back, then we'll come back to this console.
3 days later.
So I did get an email back from the guy I bought this from, and he sent me an email that's a little confusing. Let me show you here. So he says the console's been sitting for a while and the clock capacitor leaked, so it might have some problems. And so now I'm wondering, did it leak before he sold it to me, or is he saying it leaked because it sat around for so long? I'm not sure, but let's open this thing up and see what's going on the inside. Okay, so top off, and at first glance, looks like a normal Xbox here. So let me move some more stuff out of the way here. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a mod down here, but that's, oof. Let me show you closer up here. So you can see the mod here. You see the little switch on the side where you turn it off and then back on. And it's attached to a mod chip that's kind of just flailing in the wind right here. And we got some solder points on the board, which are, I can't even tell if that's actually soldered into the correct trace or not. So that's a little interesting, but let me see if I can see the clock capacitor on this board. So I believe this down here is where the clock capacitor was. And as you can see, it's already been removed. So I guess he removed the clock capacitor because it was leaking at some point in time. So I'm not sure why he mentioned that to me. So I guess for now, I'll just plug everything back in and see if it just magically starts working. I've seen it happen a few times, so let's give that a go. Come on, fingers crossed, and nope. Well, so unfortunately no good here. My guess is either, I don't know, something happened in shipping, or maybe he just didn't test it before he shipped this thing out. But guys, I really want to try out these X games over here, so let me pull out my other modded Xbox you saw earlier in this video. We'll plug that in, throw some of these games in, and see if they happen to work on that Xbox. But all right, first I'm gonna try this Conan X game here. Let's go ahead and pull this out and take a look at it. It looks pretty good, and it just says it's a DVD on there, so I'm curious what this will do. Let's pop this sucker in. Oh, wow. That was bad. There's no way it's actually working. No, there's no shot. Okay, well, it says there's a problem with the disc you're using now, so that's probably on the disc, it's probably you, but at least it recognized it. Let me try out another game here, though. Let's try this, what is this, Mimerick? Throw this in the disk drive. Oh, okay, is this one loading too? Yeah, here it is. I am so confused right now, because first of all, how is the X game working? Second of all, how's it working on this thing? Like, you heard those noises, man, but all right, let's play around a bit. And there it is, loading up just like a normal Xbox game. Now, guys, I'm curious if you take this, presumably fake Xbox game called an X game, which I believe is just, as you can tell by the back of the disc, I'm pretty sure it's just a, it's an Xbox game copied to a DVD disc, and you can infer what happens. But I'm curious what happens when you throw this game on a non-modded Xbox, so let's try that out and see what happens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired an OG Xbox that's not modded, so we'll take the X game we know works here and toss it in our OG Xbox and see what happens. Now, my guess is that it'll probably just try to read it up and not actually do anything in the end, but we'll, I don't know. We'll give it a try. Might as well. Your Xbox can't recognize this disc. Make sure it's an Xbox game, DVD movie, or audio CD. Yep, that's expected. But garbage score here, guys, I'm going 10 out of 10. Like, I love stuff like this, but like the Xbox does not work. Did you know there are more than 300 variations of the PS3 console? I mean, we're talking anything from gold PS3s like this to one-of-one Batman PS3s, but guys, today we'll test an extremely rare PS3 that I really don't think I'm allowed to have, along with some other interesting PS3 and PS4 consoles. So guys, welcome to this episode of
Gamer Garbage.
So I have a PS4 here from Goodwill and it's untested apparently. I don't know how much I paid for it, but let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, we got this thing booting up, which is good. And it appears to be factory reset. Okay, let me go ahead and plug a controller in and we'll get this thing set up and see what happens. Wait a second. I was about to say I booted this thing up and set it up and it's just like a normal PS4, but now we're booting into the profile and there's games downloaded despite it being factory reset? What? We have Overcooked 2, we got Season 6 of Call of Duty Warzone, NHL 19, Surf World Series. What is that? Did they make a surfing game for the PS4? Also got Red Dead 2. Okay, this just took a turn. Not a whole lot on here, but there's stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and hop into our notifications, see if I can see when this thing was last used. So 2019 it was trying to sync with some servers, or 2020 here actually. And the data goes all the way back to 2014. So this is a very early, 1 year into the PS4's life cycle that they got this thing, which is kind of sick. That's so interesting though. Like, how did this happen? How did they factory reset this thing, but it kept all the data on there? I guess I've seen this maybe like one other time, but let me go ahead and hop into our system settings and see what version we're on here. We're on 8.03, which is kind of cool, just an old firmware version. But the profile here is my profile I just made when I just booted this thing up and set it up. Let me go ahead and try to boot one of these games up and see what it tells me. It did have a lock symbol, so it's obviously not gonna work, but yeah, it just shows there. I don't know, very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and toss a game inside though and see what happens here, make sure it reads. So we got 2K14, honestly, one of my favorite 2K games of all time. It's just like, it's just one of those things, like it's the first NBA game that came out, for the PS4 when it's brand new, so kind of cool stuff there. And yo, it's loading, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And now surprisingly, I haven't played too much on this thing yet, but surprisingly the PS4 is running pretty quietly, which is like a far cry from what most of these old PS4s do, but I'll take it. And guys, garbage score here, it works and it's on an old firmware version, so I'm going 2 out of 10 here, guys. And if you want to buy it, it'll be on my website, so go check out the QR code on the screen, link down below. Guys, let's move on to our next console. So in here, I should have a PS3 Slim and some accessories, but I'm not sure exactly what's in here, so let's open it up and find out. Okay, we got some controllers here, but holy crap, these things are gnarly. These are disgusting. Ew. Couple cords, console here, and this thing is just coated in disgustingness. Like, I guess it could be from the packaging inside the console, but like there's stuff stuck to the joysticks here and the controllers. It's just like, that is, not sure I've seen anything like that before, but let's go ahead and plug this thing in and just see if it works. But hey, the good news is the console is booting, and oh my goodness, we got Venom in the background. Yo, that's kind of sick. That is a really low res photo though. Was not expecting to see that. Let's go ahead and scroll around here and see what's going on. We got we got photos here. We've got, I think, some videos. Yo, we got a lot of stuff here. Let's go ahead and start with the system settings and see what firmware version we're on. So we're on 4.89 with 320 gigs, so pretty solid, but that's actually a fairly recent version in terms of PS3s. We do have PlayStation View here, which is always interesting to see. That thing shut down a long time ago. Also got some corrupted data here. I'm not sure what that was. Let me check out the save data here from Air, and we've got Gods Among Us and Justice Gods Among Us from 2024? Oh, this thing was used just a couple years ago. Wow, okay. Transformers, Lego, Aliens vs. Predator, and the save data goes back to 2017. Is that, we actually have PlayStation View application data? That's hilarious. And sometimes I do like to check the internet history here, and guys, look what I found. I found this guy was searching Steam on his PS3. Was he trying to play Steam on his PS3? Because if so, that's hilarious and kind of awesome. I respect it. When we go back and hop into here, the PlayStation Network, we got PlayStation Home. Let's go. As expected, you need a network connection, which is not going to do anything here because PlayStation Home, you just can't use it here in 2026. So we'll leave it alone and go back. But it's always just kind of cool to see this at least pop up here. And also, I did check the message box here, and unfortunately, nothing inside. But let's go ahead and throw a game inside and see if it reads. Okay, we got MW2 here. Go ahead and see if it'll pull it in. Looks fine so far. And indeed, the game loads up and plays fine so far. So overall, solid console, and it works fine, except for the fact that it was just disgusting from, I guess, maybe loose packaging material that got stuck to the PS3 controller, or I don't know what happened there, but it's really strange. So for garbage score, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 just because of that. Like, it's kind of gross. But guys, you wanna buy this thing, it'll be on my website, so go check that out. QR code on the screen, link down below. But guys, let's move on to our next console. So I have a PS4 here with a bunch of games that I got from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Now, I kind of paid a premium for this, and I don't remember how many games or what games are in here, so I'm kind of curious to figure that out. And we got, oh my goodness, that is a fat stack of games there. Also got some controllers, cords, and our PS4 down here. I gotta zoom in for this one. So we have 2 controllers here. First, we got a fake controller, which actually looks, I don't know, kind of cool, and it's in pretty decent condition. This one here, though, is OEM, and holy crap, it is disgusting. Now, from the front, it looks fine, but look at the top, guys. Just look at that right there. That right there is what we call gamer juice. That came from somebody's skin from them playing the console a lot, and just yeah, I don't think it needs any more explanation. That's that is really bad. I should probably wash my hands, but first let's get into our console here. Oh, and it's one of the newer fat PS4s. So I say new as in new, it's, you know, over a decade old at this point. But there is no glossy trim here, which is nice, and actually that thing is in pretty nice condition. It definitely helps that it's matte. Top looks good, front looks good, bottom looks good, the back looks good. Did Goodwill clean this thing? Why is this thing actually in nice condition? That is really interesting. Just a far cry from the controller. But let's take a look at these games now. Okay, so fast deck of games, but unfortunately at first glance, most of these are, as you can tell, Madden, 2K, Madden, NHL. Fun games, but not worth hardly anything here in 2026. Got some more 2K, WWE. We also have, what is this? Cobra Kai. Yo, we got a Cobra Kai game? Okay, that's something. Cobra Kai 2 Dojo's Rising with a PS5 upgrade available. That's kind of neat. And the game is inside. Let's just get an idea of condition here. Not bad, a few fingerprints and stuff, but not surprising. You're gonna see it now. Person's eating Cheetos, starts playing with the controller and says, oh, let me switch games out. And they get their greasy Cheeto fingers all over the games. Not surprising. Last but not least, another stack here, which is a little bit better in terms of at least, you know, purely value. You got GTA 5. We have 2 copies of GTA 5 actually. It's got Ark, Watch Dogs 2, God of War. Okay, those are not worth very much, but we have a mystery game here. What is this? And it's WoW. It's Madden 18. I mean, it's something, but let's plug the console in and see if it works. All right, guys, turn the console on, and you guys know I've seen some crazy stuff on PS4s in the past, so hopefully we find something good here. Let's go ahead and start and see if it boots up, and actually, I think I hear a disc inside. Yo, there definitely is. Okay, let's go. Free game. What we got today, boys? We got Call of Duty World War II. Okay, that's not even a case that was included here. Okay. A bonus game. And ladies and gentlemen, the console has booted up. Now, of course, it wasn't turned off properly because apparently nobody turns off PS4s properly. But yeah, we're booted up here. Controller's already synced up. That's kind of sick. Let's go ahead and see if this thing what? I'm not even sure how to convey what I'm looking at on this profile photo. Okay, so we got AX here as well as MW. And AX here has a cartoon character in the middle with something sticking out of his rear end, and the text on the top and bottom is explaining that, but I cannot tell you or show you what that is saying. But clearly this thing is not factory reset, which is kind of awesome for our sake, but you know, guys, before you sell your consoles, you should probably factory reset them. But of course not when you send them to me, because it's kind of cool to see what's on them. But we got Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We also got Modern Warfare. We got Cold War Alpha. I've never even heard of these Call of Duty games, man. I haven't played Call of Duty in like a decade at this point, so it is what it is. But up into the library, we've got the Call of Duty Black Ops 3. No, what do we see here? It was World War II. So where is that game even loaded on here anywhere? I don't actually see it. Wait, what? Why was the disc in here but not downloaded? Let me go ahead and pop this sucker in and see if it'll read. And yeah, the game is loading up and it's installing now, but I'm just confused why the game was left in there but wasn't actually downloaded to the console or installed to the console before. It's very strange, but whatever. Let's go ahead and hop into the notifications here and see when they were last playing. So 2021, they were downloading Disney Plus for whatever reason. Honestly, but we got some I was about to say we got some messages here, and what do you know? A message, yo, word I can't say on the internet. Tons of invitations, they're all about the same. This guy was in a party back in 2021 at some point in time. I ain't getting on now. LOL, ask Martin if I can play. Let's go ahead and hop into here and see what else is under this guy's profile. And unfortunately, I can't see anything else because I have to connect to the internet, so never mind. Before that, let me go ahead and hop into the system settings and see what kind of version we're on. Because if this thing's from 2021, like, it hasn't been updated in quite a while. We're on 8.52, yo. That's actually kind of sick. Well, here in a second, we'll test out the other profile we saw, which could be even stupider than this profile here. But first, let me go ahead and throw a couple games in here and just see if they read. So we'll try GTA 5. Why not? Might as well. And while it's loading up, I gotta say, this third-party controller is actually not bad. Feels pretty solid, and of course, it's a lot cleaner than the other one over there. So, and yeah, it's loading up. Cool. Let's go ahead and go back and check out the other profile here and see what's on it. Let's play on a few of the same games. Hop up in the notifications and last play in 2021. And this one's actually got play history going back to 2019 here. Yo, here we go. But why? What? Why are they using some of these like weird apostrophe things on the letters? What is happening? But why Deek Boot? That sounds really close to the other profile name, which like you can kind of infer here what it might have said. I don't think you'll guess it, but yeah, it's kind of close. This one says this call may be recorded for training purposes. What? And this thing actually goes back to 2015, so I guess that explains the whole matte edition here instead of the glossy one, because 2015 I think is when this thing came out. We'll do some more testing and of course factory reset this thing, but it will be for sale on my website, so check that out. I'll put a QR code on the screen, link down below. And also we'll auction all these games off in a future Whatnot stream, so go sign up for that as well and get $15 credit. But guys, in terms of garbage score here, I'm actually gonna go 2 out of 10 here because of how clean this thing is and the fact we're on old firmware, so yeah, not bad. Guys, let's move on. So ladies and gentlemen, here in this box, I have a refurbished PS3 that I actually bought from a viewer of the channel, 3 years ago, but I think it's supposed to be pretty special. Like a lot of work went into it, so let's go ahead and open it up and just see what's actually inside. Yo, here we go. I've got a note here, which let's take a closer look at that in a second. I kind of want to be surprised first to see what's in here. Is that Is that insulation? Yo, there's no way. I'm not gonna touch that because insulation might make me a little bit itchy. So let's avoid that. That's really interesting to use this packaging. I could be mistaken there, but there's a controller. Also, of course, have our console, and yep, nope, that's fiberglass insulation. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. Why is that inside the package? Let's go ahead and unwrap this bad boy. Otherwise, it was packaged really well. And I believe, if I remember correctly, well, actually I can just tell by the weight of this thing, but I think it's backwards compatible. But here's the console itself, and it looks pretty good. I think you can definitely tell, it looks like he buffed it out to get rid of some of the scratches here, which is not a bad idea for a fat PS3 that's all glossy like this. So all things considered, it looks pretty good. Of course, you have your flap on the front here for your backwards compatible PS3s. You can see the warranty seal is gone because he definitely opened it up to do the refurbishing here. And you can see we have a CECH A01, which is arguably the best model of the PS3. Now here we have the PS3 controller, and this thing is in very nice condition. It is a DualShock 3 controller. I don't see an ounce of dust, dirt, debris, or anything here. Now I think I bought this thing back in the whole DK Oldie saga like 3 years ago at this point. And this guy wanted to sell me a refurbished PS3 that was like actually refurbished rather than the desert PS3 from DK Oldies. Well, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this little note he sent and see what it says. So it's PS3 refurb, fresh pads, all chips delidded, ooh, laser cleaned, and should have battery replaced. Even got the newer power supply version. We have an SSD with 1 terabyte. Says it'll need new pads if it's open, so I probably won't open it because I don't want to ruin what he's done here. Now, I don't recall this guy's name, unfortunately, and I don't see his name on here, but he does say he has some services and stuff, including lid buffing, so that makes sense as to why this looks like it was buffed out, and it's very, very nice and shiny. So yeah, let's plug this thing in and just see how it works. All right, power on. Hopefully it doesn't yell light of death. That would be absolutely tragic for this thing, but so far, so good. Okay, booted up here. Let's go ahead and I guess start with the system settings and see what kind of details we can find out there. And we actually get this guy's name, Scott Miser. I don't know if that's his actual name or if that was just a profile he made. I don't know, but there it is. Let's check out the system settings though. 4.90, 60 gigs built in. So, wait a second. Maybe I read this incorrectly. Does it mean recommend newer power supply and recommend SSD? Maybe that's what it means because there's clearly not a 1 terabyte SSD in here. So, oh well. Let's go ahead and scroll around, see if there's anything else saved on here. First of all, we got some old PS3 save data. So MW3 back in that's probably when he sold it to me, is back in June of 2023. So yeah, almost 3 years ago at this point. Fight Night, Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, and Mercenaries 2. But yeah, I mean, right off the bat, this thing is super quiet. But let's go ahead and get into testing this thing and throw some PS1, PS2, and PS3 games inside and just see what it does. Let's throw The Last of Us here, which is a good test, and that pulls it in very nicely. That's good. So yeah, guys, game booted up, and we're just in the opening cutscene here, and this PS3 is actually like, I wouldn't quite call it dead quiet, but it is pretty dang quiet. Let me just reach around to the back. I mean, that's my mic right next to the fans. Like, I would guess the fans are like, I don't know, 30%. That's just me guessing. And I mean, just that alone tells me this PS3 has definitely been opened up and cleaned and done something to it. Of course, we could run that for a long time, but I'm pretty confident that it'll run for quite a while without having an issue. Let's go and try a PS2 game though, because these can be kind of funky sometimes. So you've got a PS2 game loading up now, and again, it's been on this demo mode for like 5 or 10 minutes at this point, and the PS3 is just like, it's putting out hot air and it's very quiet. So have I opened this thing up and verified it's refurbished on the inside? No, because I don't want to have to replace pads I don't have, but I've tested a lot of fat PS3s over the years, and you can tell when one's refurbished versus one that's just been, had nothing done to it. Not much else to test here on camera, but guys, you want to buy this thing, I might list it for sale on my website. I might keep it for myself. We'll see. Well, just in case, QR code's on the screen. And now for garbage score, guys, it's not perfect, but I'm going 2 out of 10. I think that's solid. You know what? I forgot we had insulation as packaging here, so I got to revise my garbage score. I'm going 6 out of 10, man. Like, insulation, that's a little sketch. Ladies and gentlemen, here I have a PS3 version I bought from Whatnot that's, it's something you've probably never seen before. I know I haven't, so let's go ahead and open it up and I'll show you what it is. And if I remember correctly, I think I paid like $700 for this thing. And I gotta say at first glance, what is this? Is that a crumb? Are those chip crumbs? What is this in my packaging? What's happening? Oh yeah, there's something in here that's just kind of gross. That's not my favorite. Oh, ew, what is that? Ew. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is, man. Crazy part is the guy I bought this thing from, he knew it was going on my channel here because I messaged him and he like realized like, oh, you're the guy from YouTube and stuff. So, you'd think you would clean up your packaging a little bit, but hopefully the console redeems it. And as you can see, guys, it's a PlayStation 3 test version. You've never seen this before. This is basically a dev kit, I believe, of some sort for the PS3. And taking a closer look at it at first glance, it looks like a pretty normal PS3. It's like a fat one, of course, with the glossiness on all sides. And other than all the dust and dirt and stuff, it actually looks decent in terms of like how scratched up it is. Like, I don't see too many scratches on this thing, which is actually kind of surprising for a PS3 this old. Here on the back, I'm kind of curious about the serial number here. So we have a DECHJ00A, which I believe is a Japanese version of the PS3. So I'm not really sure what that relates to in terms of like if it's backwards compatible or not. I don't think it is, but we never know. Then also here in the bottom, we have some interesting stickers, including this Bogart sticker. It looks like somebody just added that there. I have no idea what that means. We also have some sort of, what is this? Appliance tested, passed, tested by Epsilon. Is that the company that makes like printers or something? What am I thinking of? But apparently passed back in October of 2009, I guess. And it was supposed to be tested again in October of 2010, but I don't think it was because the sticker is still here. So yeah, not really sure what's going on with this thing, but let's go ahead and plug it in and just see, what happens. We've got this thing plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1. Got power here, first of all. Hopefully there's no yellow light of death, but there always could be. And we're booting up. Let's go. We got a green background. I'm hoping there's something special about this thing. Okay, so booted up here at first glance, it looks pretty normal for a PS3, but probably the first thing you notice is down in the corner, we have a connected from with an IP address and also host name IP address, and they're all just zeros. So I guess that's related to this dev kit thing here. We also have some other install package files and app home PS3 game stuff here. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure if these folders were created because of the fact it's a dev kit, or if somebody else added these folders after the fact. We'll just explore, and we'll start with these install package files here and see if there's anything inside. And nope, I don't see anything. Okay, how about this? There's an error. Cool. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen those photos before on hacked PS3s or soft modded PS3s, so yeah, I don't know. Let me just hop into our system settings first of all and see what it says in terms of firmware settings, or firmware, firmware date. So we're on 4.78 with 40 gigs built in. That just looks like normal PS3 stuff there. 4.78 is, fairly recent in terms of PS3 stuff. And I don't see anything else here related to it being a Japanese PS3. I guess I can hop into the language settings. System language, English, yeah. Let's see if there's any special themes. We got the original, classic, and AirPaint. That's just, typical stuff. Now, here at the bottom, we got a debug settings thing, which again, not sure if that's related to the dev kit or something modded somebody added after the fact. But I guess, well, you know what? Maybe people that are modding their PS3s are actually emulating that based on the original dev kit stuff. So like this could be originally a dev kit thing, and then people just added it to their hacked PS3s later on. We have some more stuff here like NP environment. Not sure what that means, but you can change. Ooh, that's dangerous. You can change the exact variable there. I'm gonna leave that alone. We also got a game type debugger here. We got disk boot game, HDD boot game patch, and param.sfo. Don't know what that means. You can change all sorts of game output resolutions here, which is kind of cool. Region settings. Okay, so we can switch what region we're in. So let's go ahead and switch to Brazil and see what happens there. I'm just kind of curious. Never tested a Brazilian PS3 here. Yeah, it looks Brazilian to me. But yeah, otherwise it looks like the same PS3 menu. It's just, not in English. So let me go ahead and try to fix this now. Now, some other region stuff I want to try later on, but first let's hop back into North American and just get back to what I'm used to. Whoa, what just happened there? But okay, we are loaded back up now. Let's go back to that debug settings though. I got a few more things I want to check out. We actually have this section called Fake Other Region. That sounds really interesting. Let me turn that on and just see what happens. So nothing by default happens there, but I guess you could fake another region. Fake free... Huh? Wait a second, fake free space? Hold on, what? What is this? Fake limit size. How large can I make this thing? Let's just go a bunch of 9s. Okay, we were faking 99,999 megabytes. Okay. Blu-ray disc access, Blu-ray drive emulator from the USB. Oh, that could be interesting. 3D video output, I haven't heard about 3D video in so long, man. And that's about it. So quite a few random debug settings here. I don't know how to use, but they sound kind of cool. So let me go ahead and try to hop back into our system storage here and see what that shows now that I'm faking it. Like what? I don't see anything change there, so well, other than things I've showed you so far, I'm not really sure how to utilize this thing in any better fashion. Let's go ahead and start by putting a game inside and just seeing if it'll read. So we have a North American game here, and as you saw, I think it's a Japanese test PS3, but I guess you can change regions. So like we're on North American region, so I would assume you can put a North American game in and it'll work. But guess we'll find out. Yep, boots right up. Cool. Oh, and actually I forgot, PS3 games in general are region free, so it wouldn't matter either way if it was a Japanese PS3 or a North American. It should work either way. Oh, well, the disk drive has some eject issues though. What is happening? No, come on out. There you go. Now, something I haven't actually checked yet is our save data here. I'm not sure if anybody's played on this thing in the past. Let's go ahead and boot that up, and nothing there. Nothing here either. Memory card utility, nothing. Actually, that's a good question. I wonder if on a debug unit you can play PS2 games. I don't know. Let's try it out. So like visually based on the trim and stuff, it looks like a non-backwards compatible PS3, but yeah, like I said, we'll try it. We'll try it anyway and just, see what happens. Let's get a PS2 game here. Maybe it'll give us a different warning message. I don't know. Or it'll say this: the model of PS3 system is not compatible with PlayStation 2 format software. So yeah, cool PS3, but not sure what else I can do with it. And personally, I don't need this in my collection, so I will be selling it on my website. I'll put a QR code on the screen, link down below. But guys, for garbage score, I'm going 1 out of 10, because this thing's kind of sick. Like, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it's cool. But guys, let's move on. Got a big old box from Goodwill here, and supposedly has a PS4 and some games inside, so let's find out if that's accurate. So indeed, first of all, we do have some games here. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Fallout 4, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty, Kingdom Hearts 3, Madden, and what is this? Gigantosaurus the game, excuse me? I mean, there's a lot of PS4 games I've probably never heard of, but like this is the most game I've never heard of. Gigantosaurus? What? I don't know, man. Let's check out this other pile of games as well. We're actually, oh, it's not a game. It's just got some cords and a purple controller. Oh, that's a pretty clean controller. Hey, I like that. All right, and pulling the console out, we got the matte console here, which is it's in decent condition, kind of dusty and stuff, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Actually, the back is very dusty. But let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. All right, guys, got power here. And you know what? The console is actually factory reset here. Let's go ahead and see if we can connect up. And boot it up here. Looks like a normal PS4. And the first thing I want to check out is our system software version, of course, just to see how long it's been since this thing was used. So we're on 10.50. So from, when is that from? A few years ago, probably. But yeah, let's go back, toss the game inside and see if it'll read. And you know what I got to try, guys? I got to try this guy, Giganosaurus. It gives me vibes of Big Chungus, like for obvious reasons, but let's go ahead and let's see what it is. And hey, you know what? It is installing. Yo, is this thing open world? What am I right now? What is that thing? What kind of dinosaur am I? What? We got open world dinosaur games, man? I had no idea. Can we swim? No, we can walk across water. Nice. Never mind, no we can't. He refuses to swim as well. And apparently it refuses to let me to jump on these islands here. Wonk. Clearly not playing the game correctly. I'm just still blown away that there is a game called Giganosaurus. Wait a second, is this a movie? Now available on DVD and digital. What? Oh, man. All right, good news is the console works, so you guys want to buy it, it'll be for sale on my website, so go check that out. And for garbage score, Giganosaurus, that's a 10 out of 10, man. Let's move on. Got an untested Goodwill PS4 here. Let's find out what's inside. Classic Goodwill fashion, it's all in one bag. It's just hilarious. I mean, they include all this packaging here, and it's like, you could just wrap the controller individually. I don't know, man. Not a big deal, just it's kind of funny. So it looks like we got two controllers here that are actually in, you know, fairly decent condition. Not bad at all. And then a good old fat PS4 here that looks mostly fine. Actually, ooh, that thing is real scratched up. And I also kind of peeped on the back. We've got a missing screw here, and oh wow, we have a whole chunk taken out there. That's not ideal. And warranty seals are gone, so that's not a great sign. Let's plug it in though and see if it works. What was that noise? Oh, and here's the good news. The console is actually booting up. That is surprising after that noise I just heard. But I'm not sure I've ever seen it boot straight into a software update. Why is it asking me that immediately? I guess somebody downloaded an update and then immediately turned the PS4 off. Is that what happened? Well, anyways, we'll pass on the update for now. Clearly not factory reset though. Well, maybe it is, kind of. Let me hop into our settings here. Oh my goodness, we're on 4.74. Yo, when is that from? Released in September of 2017, guys, almost an entire decade ago. Now, I'm not sure if there's any use in being on a firmware that old since you can, you know, jailbreak pretty new firmwares these days. So I don't know, but that's really cool to see. I'm really glad I did not press update now. But like, what else is on this thing? Clearly there we got some install files from 2017. Yeah, that makes sense. So somebody, yeah, they sure enough, like, I guess even if I did update this thing, it'd only go to 8.0, which is not recent either. It's from 2017 as well. Wait, 4.74, does that actually align with 2017? Yeah, I think it does. Whatever. We also got some stuff here from 2020. Maybe 8.0 is from 2020 and it's just the wrong date. I don't know, man. But otherwise, looks like this thing has just not been touched since, you know, 2017, 2020, whatever. Let's go ahead and throw a game inside though and just see what happens. So I have Gran Turismo Sport here, but honestly not sure if this is an old enough game to work on 4.74. We're about to find out though. Well, maybe not because the disc tray is doing nothing. The button doesn't work either. That's not good. That kind of explains that noise I heard earlier where like it sounded like the disk drive, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we can manually eject whatever's inside of there and see if there's anything inside. Oh, you know what? Somebody actually replaced the hard drive here. We have an SSD inside of there. That's kind of cool. And I actually don't think I needed to remove that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and put our little flathead in the little spot where I think it goes, and then you kind of twist. Yeah, I found the little thing you twist to manually eject the disc, but nothing's coming out, so yeah, I guess there's nothing inside. And turning the thing back on, I guess it makes sense. I can stick the disc in halfway and there's nothing inside, so that, yeah. Clearly something about it is broken, like the sensor's not reading that you need to pull in a game or whatever. Well, at least it's on an old firmware version. I mean, that's cool. But guys, if you want to buy this thing, it'll be for sale on my website. And of course, garbage score, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. Feels fair. I spent over $2,000 on all sorts of Xbox console variations to test in this video, and guys, let me just tell you now, I found anything from cool rare consoles to interesting games to Xbox consoles filled with content that is straight up not legal. So guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Now, I should have a $20 Xbox 360 Slim inside this box, but let's open it up and see if it works. Now, as per usual, this came from Goodwill and it's apparently untested, and it looks, honestly, I don't know, not horrible. It's pretty scratched up and beat up, but let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay, so something is definitely inside. Let me go ahead and try to eject this thing and see if it'll pop open. And, oh yeah, we got Call of Duty Ghosts inside. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We got disc 1 game disc. Okay, and, this doesn't look that great, which might be why it's like grinding inside of it. But we have another game to try out as well. And first of all, let's go ahead and connect our controller up and just scroll around a little bit and see what's on the console itself. So we have some games and apps and system items, but are there just no profiles? Skate 3, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. If you got anything on your 360, it's gotta be Skate 3. Also got some Xbox music and video data. That's really random. But my guess here is that there probably was a hard drive inside with a bunch more data, and Goodwill, I'm gonna guess Goodwill took it out because of, whatever reason. Because now we're left with no profiles or anything, but clearly this console was used and not factory reset. Let's go ahead and toss the game back inside and see what it does. We'll start with Call of Duty Ghost, the one that came inside of this thing. Pause. Okay, now it's reading. What? It's making such a strange noise. It's not quite right, and it's taking a long time to boot, but it is okay, whatever. Let's go back and try another game so we can figure out if this is a disc issue or a console issue. I have World at War here. World at War here. Which usually works when I try it out on consoles here, so let's go ahead and see what it does. No, still making the same weird-ish, what? Still making the same weird sound, and it says mixed media disc here on a game I test almost every day, and it works fine. Okay, so definitely a console issue, which is kind of tragic, but it is what it is. The good news is it's kind of easy to do extracurricular activities with your 360 these days without needing a disc drive, so have at it. All this is for sale if you want to buy it from my website, but for garbage score, I don't know. I don't like this thing. Let's go 8 out of 10. It sucks, but let's move on. So guys, here I have some frozen bread. It's been in a box for about a year, so it's definitely not frozen anymore, but let's open it up and see what's inside of this thing. And oh my goodness, I have a giant stack. Well, actually, there's not a giant stack, but there are quite a few OG Xbox games in here, as well as an inbox. Oh no, we have an inbox Xbox, but it's got a giant puncture on it. I guess that could have been there before, but it kind of looks like the games might have punctured it, so that's really annoying. But as you can see, a ton of games in here. Actually, tons of sports games. NFL Fever, wow, that is a throwback. Never actually played that before, but that's back when they used to, there was like 4 different variations of sports games every year. And of course, the game is, oh, wait a second. We got a mystery game, we got Flat Out, let's go. 2 games in 1, that's what I'm talking about. By the way, there is a mystery game here that you haven't seen yet. We got Sims Busting Out, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Also a demo disc down here, that's hype. But as you can see, quite a few other interesting games in here I would like to point out, like Harry Potter, that's just, I don't know, seems like a cool throwback. Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, those are always fun. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which looks really creepy. Never played that before, and also Blitz the League, which has a destroyed case and was a really interesting game. But let's go ahead and pull the Xbox out and take a look at that. Oh, and by the way, as per usual, when I have this many games, we will be doing a Whatnot auction sometime soon. I don't know when, but scan the QR code on the screen, link down below, and you can sign up, get a $15 credit, and make sure to join and save some money on some games that I'll put up for auctions that typically sell for under market value. So make sure to hop in there and have some fun with us. And here is our console box, and yeah, doesn't look great. A little sad because it's a unique box, but whatever. The top looks really bad as well. It's got like a bunch of crusty stuff on the top, like mud or something. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. We have the box, but it might as well not be here for the condition it's in. We got cord, controller. Ooh, we got some manuals at the bottom. Let's go. That's what you like to see. We've got a warranty registration card. We also have what appears to be, yo, no way, a sealed packet of manuals here. That is, wow, I don't know if I've ever seen that for the OG Xbox. But yeah, congratulations on owning the most exciting product on the planet. Act now to protect your investment in the amazing Xbox. Did I mention this is a limited time offer? Yo, this is actually really cool. The console itself actually looks okay as well, so let's go ahead and plug it in and just see what happens. We got power, and this bad boy is loud. Wow. Let's go ahead and start and see if there's a game inside. I kind of heard one. Never mind. No, I didn't. But there are some dust bunnies coming out of there, which is not surprising. And oh, we're in Japanese right now. Is that Japanese? Look kind of like it. Let me see if I can switch this to English. All right, that's a little better. Now let's hop into the memory slot here and check out what was saved on this thing. Got Blitz the League, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 2K5. Yeah, so far it matches up with the games inside of here. So I guess somebody I guess just donated their whole collection, and Goodwill just sold it right back. So here it is. No way. His name is Jacob. Yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and he's a huge baseball fan. He's got here under Star Wars, The Clone Wars, a save data named Sammy Sosa. That's awesome. Now there isn't saves for every single game that was included here, so maybe these were kind of mixing with another collection. I don't know, but interesting to see. Right, I was gonna pop the disk drive open and pop some of these games inside and see if they'll read. I'll be surprised if it works because this console is very dusty and, oh, nope. Oh, there it goes. This is the classic rule of the dirtier it is, the better it works. Yup, there it goes, loading up, guys. And I got another midway game to show you guys that I want to put in and test it out, see if it works. We got MLB Slugfest 03. And this game, if I remember correctly, it's basically baseball, but you can destroy people as you're playing baseball. And also the more interesting part is we have a half-price book sticker here for $2.98 in July of 2009. That, man, can I control where I throw it? Got him. These guys are pitching 102 miles an hour. Let's go, that's hype. Oh, this guy's punching me? Yo, what? How did I punch this guy? There we go, let's go. Punch him. Get off the bat, dude. Okay, apparently I can intentionally bean him. Let's go. Hit him. Oh, off the bag. Oh man, what a throwback. That is quite the game. For a garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 because like this thing it's really cool. Got a lot of games, but it's freaking dusty. All right, guys, let's move on to our next console. So here in this box is an Xbox Series X I paid only $250 for from eBay. So let's open it up and we'll see what's inside. And in classic fashion, there is basically no packaging. There's only come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. And so here's the catch of this console. It's supposed to be broken, and you can see from the back here that this thing clearly has been opened up before, which is just never a great sign. The sticker is just like barely hanging on there. There's no sticker down here. There's a ton of scratches around the HDMI port, and yeah, I'm not really sure what the issue is here, but it's super cheap. So let's yeah, I don't know. Let's plug it in and see what happens. So hopefully we at least get power here, but let's go ahead and check. So console is turning on. That's a good sign. And as you can see, our first issue here is there is no output on the video. There's no video output. Might as well try the disk drive. Makes the noise with nothing inside. Sync button seems to work as well. That's kind of cool. But yeah, no video output. Now just for reference, I bought an Xbox Series X just like this from the same exact eBay listing 2 or 3 years ago at this point. And I actually made an entire video trying to fix the console. I did like a little bit of everything. And I think that console had different symptoms, but basically what I came to the conclusion of is that somebody swapped out the SSD inside, and like there's a lot of issues there if you swap out the SSD in an Xbox Series X. I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm not gonna actually troubleshoot this one because frankly, I'm not into doing in-depth fixes these days. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip past it. And you guys wanna buy this thing, it'll be on my website. It's straight up a 10 out of 10 garbage score because it doesn't turn on. But you know, $250 for a broken Series X is not so bad. Guys, let's go ahead and move on. Now, I have this massive box here from Goodwill with an OG Xbox inside, supposedly. Let's open it up and see what's actually inside. All right, looks like indeed we have an OG Xbox and some accessories here. Gotta love the packaging. This is so random. But you know, got some cords, got a couple of controllers here as well. And taking a look at the Xbox, it looks mostly fine. Looks pretty normal. Flipping to the bottom, oh boy, we got a giant Refurbished sticker on the bottom, so that's something. Let's plug it in and see what happens. There's a big old blue light on the side. Hold on, is this thing modded? I don't think there's a blue light on the side of the Xbox by default, so this thing probably is modded, but let's see if we can get it to actually display, because right now, no dice. You know what, let's just unplug this thing, open it up, and see what it looks like on the inside. We have hold on a second. I am not sure I've ever seen a hard drive like this on the inside of an OG Xbox. Yeah, that's been swapped because there's a 250 gigabyte hard drive in there, which is definitely not default. That's interesting, and I think I see a mod chip down there. Let me go ahead and take out the disk drive. Hard drive and disk drive out of the way, and sure enough, there is a mod chip down there. I mean, there are so many Xbox mod chips, and I'm not very well versed in the whole modding scene of the OG Xbox that I'm not sure what Xbox mod chip this is. Now, the one thing I do find interesting here is there's a little wheel on the top of this little mod chip, so I'm not really sure what that's for. Probably shouldn't be touching it, but let's go ahead and plug this thing back in, turn it on, and just one more time, see what happens. Well, guys, after fiddling around for a little while, I figured out my little scaler thing is bad, and this thing actually is booting up now. We got Executor Rocks My Xbox booting up. What? And a blue logo? Yo, that's sick. And, oh, what am I looking at? Again, as per usual, these OG Xboxes that are modded have a different interface every single time because there are just so many variations. And looks like we have quite a few games, maybe like 25, 30 games. Got stuff like SSX, The Simpsons Road Rage. But this is sick, man. We got games on here. Let's go. Now let's go ahead and hop over here and see what else is on this console. We got shortcuts, games, emulators, programs. Let me start with shortcuts and see where that takes us. For the most part, it looks like more games. We also have, what is this? Box Explorer. Just some other little tools and stuff that I don't know how to use, and I'm probably not gonna boot up because I don't want to break anything. No way. We got the Guy game. Was that in the game list earlier? Hold on. Oh, it was there. Yeah. Did this console just become like Guy game? That's the one that's like straight up was taken off shelves because of it's like not legal, right? Let's just boot it up and see if it actually works. Like, ooh, yeah, that's first time I ever booted up that game, and the boot screen is, I guess, what you expect. I mean, we're gonna black out like most of this menu here, but like, wow. How is this ever a game? But anyways, the options in the middle here are start game, options, meet the babes, play a quickie, additional stuff. I mean, you can't make this up. Additional stuff is photos and videos? Are you kidding me? There's no way. Oh, these are photos of like the actual making of the game. Is that what this is? I guess just like behind the scenes kind of stuff, so it's probably fine, but yeah, I'm not gonna click on it. Oh, and this, the part called meet the babes is literally click on them. It gives you your, there's no way, it gives you the height, weight, eyes, where they're from, their, I guess, favorite cocktail, and what do you say when you first meet a man? Could you please look me in the eye? This, I can see why this game was taken off shelves. Something's just wrong about this. Yeah, okay, let's go back. Oh, I forgot our power button doesn't work here. How do I guess I gotta unplug the console to get back, or do I press some buttons here? I can't go back. Wait, oh, nope. Screen went black. Somebody caught me. They don't want me playing this game. All right, let's go ahead and just unplug this thing, plug it back in, and see what happens there. But yeah, by the way, that game wasn't taken off shelves because of just, you know, scantily clad people. It was because of other reasons I won't explain in this video. You can, yeah, let's just go ahead and see what else is on this console. We got emulators here, which should be pretty interesting, except for the 0 objects, so never mind. How about programs? We got Xbox dashboard, media center, hard drive loader, toolbox. I'll show you the Xbox dashboard. I guess that'll take us to the Xbox dashboard, but you know, we'll find out. And yeah, here we are. Cool. And you can see we have some save data here. And actually, I'm curious now, is this person actually playing the guy game? Oh my gosh, they have this person, man, he was really into the guy game. 25 saves, ooh man. With save names like Your Daddy, I mean, Whistler, Bob Lover, Hot Sauce, and Dog. I'll leave it at that. Okay, that's enough of that game. Let's go back and put a game inside and see if it'll actually read games. Jeez, man. Whoever had this console before me really enjoyed it, but yeah, let's boot up this game and it's working. Cool. Let's go ahead and boot up another game though and just make sure it works. I'm gonna try out Deer Hunt 2004 because why not? I mean, no surprise, the game is loading up and working. So guys, for garbage score here, I'm going, it's a straight 10 out of 10, man. I mean, it's like a cool console, but for what you left on it, like I have to give it a 10 out of 10. Like I have to. So yeah. But guys, let's go ahead and let's move on. Now in this box is one of the rarest Xbox consoles you'll ever see, and I paid about $600 for it from Whatnot, but let's open it up and see what's inside. We have quite the packaging here, I guess. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, just a mix of random stuff inside, but hopefully the Xbox itself is okay. That's all that really matters here, and oh boy, you guys can kind of see it now. Now, first of all, it is wrapped in a little bag, I guess, here. But guys, I have the limited edition Mountain Dew Xbox console, and this thing's sick. And of course, it is a nice touch. They wrap this thing up in a little baggie here to help keep it protected a little more, and here it is, guys. We've got the nice, I guess you call it like a lime green here on top, and I guess the entire thing is lime green actually, and it's just I don't know, it's so cool. It's got the whole matte aesthetic here, of course glossy on the side though, and you have the Xbox limited edition logo here in the middle with the Mountain Dew logo at the bottom, and that theme of course just fits the OG Xbox perfectly. It's just it's the Mountain Dew era, man. And then flipping to the front here, it's in pretty solid condition. It's got a few scratches here, and we also have whatever that is going on there. It looks like somebody actually just took a screwdriver and poked it inside of there, which is really tragic to do for a limited edition console, but yeah, hopefully it works properly. Then here on the bottom we have all rubber feet and our stickers that appear to be in good condition. This thing is peeling up a little bit at the side, so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody opened this up at some point in time and maybe cleaned it, refurbished it. I don't know, man. And flip it to the back, you got your power and AV. So overall, this Xbox just looks like a pretty normal OG Xbox. So I'm hoping when we boot it up, it has something special hidden for us, because you know, there's gotta be something, man. Let's plug it in and see what happens. So console plugged in, and a little backstory just from consolevariations.com. Apparently this was only available through a Mountain Dew promotion requiring loyal Dew drinking Xbox fans to amass 550 points in order to buy the limited edition Xbox. So basically like a sweepstakes where I guess you drink Mountain Dew, you get points and stuff, and then you can buy it. So pretty cool. But let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what happens here. And hallelujah, it is booting up. That's a great sign. That was gonna drive me insane if this thing is actually broken in here. What does it say? Oh, is that in Spanish? Let's go ahead and swap this thing back to English, though. I don't think there's like a region on the OG Xbox. At least like, well, you know what? What if I got a Spanish OG Xbox here and that like makes it unusable for me? I don't know. We'll find out, guys. Let's scroll through here, hopping into system info to start with. It again looks like a normal OG Xbox here. And going back, I'll hop straight into the memory here and see if there's any save data here that maybe something related to this special edition thing. We got some American Chopper save data, Dead or Alive 3, FIFA 06, Halo, Inside Pitch 03, a handful of other games like Spike Out Battle Street. What the heck is this? And then last but not least, Simpsons Road Rage, played back in 2004 by Jamie and Tanya. So that this is actually like, this is kind of wild. So to me, when you see a special edition console like this, when somebody had to, you know, drink thousands of gallons of Mountain Dew or whatever it was, you'd think it'd be like a die-hard Xbox fan that did that to get the points to buy this thing, but you know, but maybe not, because this person has a total of like 10 saves. If even that. But all right, let's go back and pop open the disk drive here and see if that works. It does. Okay, so tossing in a game here. And honestly, I don't remember from the listing if this person said the console worked or not. I would imagine for $630 it would work, but yeah, we're about to find out. Now there it is, booting right up. So the Xbox actually works perfectly fine, and I'm kind of curious if this thing came with a Mountain Dew controller. According to Reddit, that is a no, but apparently somebody makes custom shells here, which is actually pretty neat. But guys, for garbage score here, I'm gonna go 2 out of 10 because like, this thing's cool, but it could have been cooler. Now guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. So I have an untested Fat 360 that I paid $30 for, which is just way too much, but let's open it up and see if it works. It was actually more like $10, but Goodwill shipping is crazy expensive, so yeah, if you know, you know. But as you can see, we've got the console here, and it is an old Fat 360 that's got a lot of marks on the top. It's not even just dirt and dust, it's like watermarks. That's interesting. Here on the side we got a 20 gig hard drive, and here in the back is really the key. We have an AV port, so this thing is real old, which could mean it's on the Blaze dashboard, but you know, let's plug it in and find out. All right, I got it plugged in. Let's go and see if you have power, and hopefully it does not red ring. Oh, there it goes. Let's go. You know what? I think I hear a game inside. Hold up. Let's go ahead and eject this thing and see what's in there. We got we got Shadow of Mordor. That's extremely random. Disc 2 of 2, so that does no good to us most likely, but whatever. It's in here. Disc is actually very clean as well. And now the console Stuck on the boot animation? That's not great, but it might be a bad hard drive. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, turn this thing back off, or turn it off and turn it back on and see what happens. And no, this time we're good. Boot straight up, and we got, what is that? Jay Gorless signed in here. We got a Call of Duty 4 background, which is sick. Dude, he's got the full get up here, man. That's hilarious. Got 15,000 gamer score. Let's go ahead and just start exploring. We got some gold on this console, and man, he's got quite the get up. Let's go ahead and check out what games he was playing. So of course, Shadow of Mordor, which you saw in the disc drive. I'm trying to find a date of when he last has played this thing. Here we go, Battlefield 3 in 2017. Okay, first started playing back in 09. Okay, now are there any other profiles? Let's go ahead and check. Got 2 total profiles. So we got Jay Gorless, and then random people, I guess for guests maybe. I don't know. All right, next up we'll hop into these games, see if there's anything downloaded here, and unfortunately not. That's kind of tragic. How about our system hard drive? Let's see if there's anything stored here. So we got 12 gigs free. Got a little bit of data taken up here just from, I guess, yeah, save data, including the Rugby Challenge and Rugby World Cup 2011. What? I don't know, maybe it's just not from the US because the rugby is just not popular in the US, obviously. Under avatar items, we do have an agency helicopter toy, which is kind of cool. And oh, we got music. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We've got a bunch of different artists here, which I do not recognize. So that probably means they are some sort of metal. Probably. I don't know, man. But of course, I am very curious about the themes here because we see the Call of Duty 4 theme in the background, which is sick. I don't think I've ever actually seen that theme before. And I've seen quite a few themes, and it just froze. Oh, that's not good. Now, the console is still on, so it's not a red ring issue. It's probably a bad hard drive. Let's go ahead and turn it off and back on one more time. Honestly, probably the craziest part about this console is the fact that the USB flap here is actually intact. Those things, even on new good condition consoles, go broke all the time. Let's go ahead and open the disc tray up though and see if this game will read. And you know what? It does. Cool. And I forgot about the themes. Hold on, let me go back and check out the themes now that the console's back on and not frozen. Hopefully I can get here fast enough. And yeah, it's all the standard themes except for Charlie Oscar Delta Pack. That's the only special one here. All right. For garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10. I'm actually surprised here. But you want to buy this thing, it'll be for sale on my website, so go check that out. Guys, let's move on to our next console. So here I have an untested Xbox Series X that I paid $400 for from Goodwill, which I think is actually a solid price these days. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Now, as you can see, Goodwill included a butt ton of packaging, which is, I will take that all day. And here's the console. We actually have the box here, which is in not great condition. I mean, look at the back here. The entire back is just taped. All right, looking at the inside here, we have more packaging. Man, they went crazy on this one. Got a manual stuck to the top. That's just amazing. Got the console here. Not sure if we have any accessories inside of this box, but let's go ahead and check. Okay, there it is. So it was upside down, and we have a controller here. Appears to be a real Series X controller. Also got a power cord and HDMI cord. And taking a look at the console itself, I'm a little concerned because, first of all, here in the front, we have quite a, what is that? That's actually just like part of the skin of the console just rubbed off, which is interesting. Same up here, and oh, actually in the corner, we have a giant dent. Hope nobody dropped this thing, but it's kind of looking like that. And then flipping to the back here, that actually looks fine. Clearly it's not been opened up or anything. And you know what? Otherwise, it actually looks okay. So let's go ahead and plug this thing in, turn it on, and see if it actually works because it was untested. So hopefully it works. And one thing I do want to mention, the HDMI port down here actually looks really good. I don't see like any scratches at all, which is very surprising if this thing was actually used. So maybe it wasn't used, but we're about to find out. And you know what? It is booted up here and we got to set it up. So it's factory reset of all things. But we'll go ahead and log in with my profile and just see what happens. And in classic fashion, it's forcing me to update. So I'll come back in a minute.
One eternity later.
Updated and signed in. And of course, we can't see the last time this thing was played because Xbox just updated the crap out of this thing. But let's go ahead and toss a game inside at least and see if the disk drive works. And yep, that's installing. So let's go ahead and next up, I want to hop into eBay real quick and just kind of see what these consoles are selling for and see if I got a deal or not. So I see quite a few listings with console and controller selling for about $400 on eBay. And mine came with a box, so it's worth more like, I don't know, $430 maybe. That's just a guess. But guys, remember, this thing came untested, so I paid market value for a untested console that I got lucky on and it actually worked. So don't be like me and just, yeah, don't do it. But for garbage score, I feel like this is like a straight down the middle, 5 out of 10. So guys, want to buy this thing, it'll be on my website, so go check that out. And let's go ahead and move on to our next console. So I have what I think is an Xbox One here. I don't know where it came from, but let's open it up and see what's inside of this, whatever this is. And indeed, we have everybody's favorite, the Xbox One with the classic Turtle Beach sticker on top, and the bottom feels a little loose. Maybe not, maybe it's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's been opened up before, so that's not a great sign, and all rubber feet are just gone. But I don't know, man. Let's plug it in and see if it turns on. Well, plugged in, and would you look at that? That's not good. Let me just verify my cables here. Oh, yeah, it's plugged in, but did you hear that? Listen to this. So unplugged, plug it in now. Ooh. I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a fried power supply. And it, yeah, lines up because it's not turning on. Great. Now, I wonder if there's a game inside. Can you manually eject games from an Xbox One? Let's look it up. So according to my man Tronics Fix here, there is a, basically take a flashlight, shine it in there, and you can see a little orange circle somewhere in there where you can stick a paperclip in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if we stick it in that little hole, we can probably attempt to eject something, maybe. Yeah, I got a paper clip here that's extended out and it kind of pushes in, but nothing is coming out the front. So I'm gonna assume there is no disc inside, which is kind of tragic. All right, guys, you know what this is? It's a 10 out of 10 garbage. So yeah, let's move on. So here I should have an OG Xbox, but I don't know when, where, who, how. I don't know anything about it. Let's open it up and see what's inside. And indeed, it is an OG Xbox, and that's all that's in here except for, oh, we got a DVD receiver. That's very random. I guess I'll take that. Now here in the bottom, looks like it's not been opened up before, which is a good sign. Well, maybe. You kind of want to take out the clock capacitor on these things, but whatever. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, got this bad boy plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if we got power here, and we do. It's a good start. How about this eject button? We got nothing inside. Well, that's tragic. Oh well. It is booting up. That's a good sign. Let's go ahead and check out our memory, see if there's anything saved on this thing. Maybe there's some suspicious stuff saved. There usually is, but about to find out. Whoa, we got 12 saves of AMP 2. It's kind of sick. We got Barbie Horse. Yo. I forgot that was even a game on the OG Xbox. That's crazy. They were playing it in 2012? Yo, that's actually kind of funny. I also got Shark Tale. I don't know about you guys, but I used to play Shark Tale on a GameCube in my dentist office, I think. Let me know if you did the same. All right, let's go ahead and throw a game inside of this thing, see if it'll read. And yeah, it loads right up. So a perfectly normal and average Xbox, truly the experience you typically want, but I honestly don't usually get. So because of that, I'm gonna go with the elusive 1 out of 10 garbage score. Like this thing, it's fine, it works, it's cool. Anyways, you wanna buy it, it'll be on my website, so go check it out. The Nintendo Switch is one of the best-selling consoles ever, which means the used market is filled with weird and questionable devices. So today, I bought Switch 1 and Switch 2 consoles from places like GameStop and Goodwill to see what actually shows up. So guys, welcome to
Gamer Garbage.
Now supposedly in here I have a Switch and some accessories, but let's find out what's actually inside. Yo, we've got 3 extra Joy-Cons. That's really random, and why? Ooh, they feel weird. And hold on, what's in here? Yo, we got some amiibo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Last but not least, we have our actual Switch here, and the Joy-Cons on this bad boy are in really rough condition. They're both like really slick, and this one right here in particular just looks really crappy. And oh, yo, right into the home menu, let's go. No factory reset or anything, we got games. Yo, we got games, we got a profile, that's what I'm talking about, man. We got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Party, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now all these so far, this right here looks like you need a cartridge, obviously. This here looks like it comes down from the cloud. This one looks like it might be on the console already, and same with this one. So we'll test those out in a minute and see if those actually work, but it looks like other than that, no other games. But I guess we can try going up to the top and checking out Kay's page. Okay, so Kay is still logged in here. What is that profile photo? It almost looks like a parrot or something. I don't know. He's got one friend named Henry. I think I also have only one friend on the Switch. I mean, to be honest, like does anybody actually use the friend feature on the original Switch? Like it just wasn't really I don't know, not a popular feature as far as I'm aware. Now checking out the profile here, let's see if we can see any details. Okay, here we go. Got some play activity, 120 hours in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then Super Mario Party for 15 hours or more. So not a whole lot of play history here, as you can see. And yeah, actually checking out the users, we only have one user here, which is K. Okay, K, don't put that in there. Now checking out our data management, we have only 877 megabytes of free space. So what did they store in here? They only played 2 games, but they have, okay. I guess I just forgot how little space the original Switch had. Was it 32 gigabytes? I guess it adds up with a 17.4 and 2.8 here. But okay, let's go ahead and go back and try to play some of these games and see if they'll actually load up. So we'll start with Smash Bros. Ultimate and see if it'll load up. Oh, there it goes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Free games, boys and girls. Free games. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. It looks like they've unlocked most of the characters, but honestly, I haven't played Smash Bros. In probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years at this point, so I don't actually recall all the characters that are here. Let's just pick a random one and play around a little bit. Yo, no way. I didn't think about checking this, but the profile name on Smash Bros is certainly something. It's a 3-letter word. It actually makes me scared to touch this thing because this thing is kind of sticky, and now I probably know why. Otherwise, the game's working fine. Let me go back and see if there's any other strange names, any profile names in the Smash Bros. Oh man. Yep, so there's the name. There's also 2 other ones that I feel like could be slurs in a different language, like Spanish or something, but I'm not sure. So let's, I don't know. I'm not gonna say them. Next up, I want to check out the control sticks here and see if they have any drift just from this default setting here. I'm honestly not sure how accurate this thing is for testing drift, but you know, that looks fine at first glance. How about the left one? That one's good as well. Let's try Mario Party next up, because that one I think works as well. Yeah, there she goes. Cool. All right, well, let's go back, and next up I want to toss a game inside, see if there's anything actually preloaded here. There is not. Wow. There is not. So let's go and toss a game inside and just see if it'll read. Try out your daddy's favorite game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Come on, please work. Please work. Please work. Yeah, let's go. And indeed, game is good. Now next up, last but not least, I want to check out our system software here and see when this thing was last played, or try to get at least a gauge of when it was last played. So I think usually it does show under a system update right here, but I just don't see see it. I guess because it says there is a system update ready to install. But then when it says prepare to update, I can't actually do anything. Whatever, I don't want to actually connect to the internet and risk updating this thing and updating past a version that's like, I don't know, that's good for stuff on your Switch. But anyways, console works. Actually, ooh, last but not least, let's try out some amiibo here. I'm not sure if I've ever used an amiibo on my Switch, but let's go ahead and give it a go. Yep, it's got a name on it. I guess I haven't used amiibo in like a decade. I didn't remember that was a thing, but we got Soupy Boys here. Okay, interesting. How about this one here? Also Soupy Boys. And last but not least, we've got this one here, also Super Boys. And this one's called Splat Boy. I guess you can actually change your owner and your nickname. Hold on, what were the nicknames of the other ones here? This one was CP. I'm gonna guess he's a big CP3 fan. Chris Paul. Like, we'll just ignore the other possibility. Now, how about this one? Nope, it's also CP. Yeah, let's move on. Gamer Guard score for this one, it's I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. Just cause. Yeah, let's move on. But by the way, I will sell this console on my website, so I'll put a QR code on the screen, link down below. Go check that out. Let's go ahead and move on. So here in this old box is a Switch 2 I got from Goodwill that I paid $445 for. You know, a whole $5 cheaper than a brand new one. But anyways, let's open this thing up and see what's inside, and hopefully it's in really nice condition. And here we go. We got a... Hold on. First of all, how did they find a box that perfectly fit this thing? Also, why... They couldn't figure out how to strap this thing closed, so they used a rubber band, bro. Well, no, I see where the problem is. The problem is I can't shut it because they kind of stuff things in here. But anyways, you can see the box here. It's actually in pretty nice condition. It apparently includes Mario Kart World. Now we'll see if that's accurate or not. Again, not sure how Switch 2 ends up at Goodwill less than a year after launch. Like, it's a weird situation, man. Like, did mom or dad donate the Switch 2 after kid was playing too much, or what happened? I don't know. But we got a little manual here, and clearly things are kind of just shoved in here the wrong way. But it's fine if it's in decent condition. But yeah, here's our little stuff with the Joy-Con. Okay, they're just kind of falling out. We got 2 Joy-Cons here, which we'll take a closer look at here in a second. Got Joy-Con straps as well. We should have, yeah, we got a power cable, okay. Or excuse me, that was HDMI. Here's our power cable down here, which looks like it might not have ever been used, which is interesting for a Goodwill package Switch 2. Also got our dock, which has clearly been taken out before, but again, not sure if this thing's been used before. It looks pretty dang good. But anyways, all this to the side, let's take a closer look at the Switch 2 console itself and the Joy-Cons here, which we're clearly pretty interested in to see what kind of condition they're in. So here's the Joy-Cons. We got the left and right here, and they look pretty good at first glance. They don't look like fakes, which I have seen fake Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Let me actually just pull them out real quick, because those things are just stupid. I mean, you tell me, which one is real, which one's fake? Comment down below. But anyway, back to the real Joy-Cons here. They actually look like they're in nice condition, which is of course good to see. Now let's check out this tablet right here and see how this bad boy looks. Hopefully it's not too scratched up or anything. And we got some dust and stuff on the top, but not bad for a used console. I actually don't see like any scratches at all. Or if there are, I can't see them. Here in the back looks good as well. The little stand works as far as I can tell. And check out the model number. I believe that's a North American system, so that's good. And then up here we've got our cartridge slot, which has nothing inside. But guys, let's go and turn this thing on and just see if it works. All right, guys, so console charging up for a while. Let's go ahead and see if it'll turn on. Well, oh, there it is. And we have life. And at first glance, screen looks pretty good. So let me go ahead and set this thing up, and then I'll come back once we're to the home menu. All right, guys, so boot it up here to the home menu, and there's a couple things I'm interested in testing out here. So first of all, well, that answers our question there. I was really curious to see if Mario Kart World is actually included here. As you saw in the box, it shows it in the corner there, and I booted up, and immediately it shows on the screen. So cool. That means $445 is not quite as bad of a value as I thought it would be, because we got Mario Kart World, which is a $70 game. Let me go and click on it and see what happens when we claim the software. I gotta sign in and stuff. I already have it on my Nintendo account, so I kind of leave it here just for now. But yeah, it's cool, it's included. Now next up, of course, we want to test out an actual game and see if it'll load up in the cartridge slot here. Let's pop this sucker in, and boom, there it is. In-game's loading up fine, so overall, not really sure what the deal is with this console. Like, it's happened a few times, but why does Goodwill have brand new consoles like this that are in nice condition? I don't quite get it. Let me know down below if you got any insight into what's happening here. Guys, for garbage score, let's go with 3 out of 10. It's a good console, but I paid too much. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next console. So guys, this one here should be interesting. We have a Switch 2 from GameStop this time. Now basically, like, I don't know, 6+ months ago, I bought a Switch 2 from GameStop, and it was garbage, so we sent it back, got a replacement, and this is the replacement. So let's see what they sent us this time. Now the box is pretty dang small, so I'm hoping they actually included everything I need in here. And surprisingly, GameStop included packaging, which doesn't always happen. We got a power brick, power cord, also got a Joy-Con thingamajig there. Oh, even included a little cleaning cloth. That's kind of neat. Got our Joy-Con straps. Got our actual Joy-Cons. Okay, and at first glance, these look decent. Well, actually, what in the world? How did Joy-Cons get damaged like that? That's a little rough, but all right, I guess usable. Back also has some denting on it, so yeah, not sure what somebody did to this thing, but yeah, they're fine, I guess. And last but not least, we should have both our dock and our Switch in this little thing here. And sure enough, there it is. Now I feel like it's kind of interesting they included the dock or the Switch already in the dock. I feel like that could maybe break the port inside by just like rustling around and shipping. No way. Dude, boys and girls, we got a GameStop special for you here. We got a GameStop special for you here. All right, so let me show you a few things. First of all, here on the dock, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me take a close-up photo of my phone. What you can see down there, it looks to be some like debris. It won't make sense what that debris is right now, but let me just show you the Switch now, and it'll make a little more sense. So here on the Switch, you can see it's in. I mean, that's in rough condition. Like you guys shipped it out like looking like that. You couldn't like wipe the screen down once. Like, but the real concern here is we have whatever that is there, and I think that is. Let me just take a close-up photo so you can see it. Maybe I can go video style here. I think that is cracked glass there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me go ahead and rub my finger over it and see what happens. It's either a ton of micro scratches or just straight up cracked glass there, which is just absolutely tragic. And 100% happened because it was sitting in here banging against this thing right here during shipping. You just, come on, man. GameStop, you just like, of all people, you guys should be packaging stuff correctly for consoles. Like, it's blasphemy you guys are shipping crap out like this. Just horrible. But since they, I guess, included a microfiber cloth for us to clean it ourselves, was that their thought process? They included this thing so we could clean it ourselves? I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and clean it ourselves so we can see what this thing actually looks like under all the fingerprints and goop and stuff they included. All right, so after that, the screen looks pretty clean other than that giant, yeah, that right there. But otherwise, let's take a look at this console. Got a scratch in the back, but not too bad. And yeah, otherwise, I don't know, it looks fine. But let's go ahead and turn this thing on, and hopefully it turns on. Okay, so nothing yet. I guess we need to charge it up. So let me charge it up and I'll come back. Okay guys, I'm back, and at this point the Switch 2 should be fully charged because I left it on for a few hours. And yeah, it's booting up, but hold on, is it not factory reset? Wait a second. Is there a game inside of this console? There's no shot. We have Ayana 1.2's page, and now that I see 2 cartridges here, I wonder if that's like a virtual cartridge. So this person might still be signed in, and I have access, like full access to their account. Let me just check the cartridge slot first and see if there's anything physically in there. There is not. Okay. So do these games work? I guess we'll try those out in a minute. But let me get this crap out of my way. Dude, GameStop never fails to just like do crazy stuff, man. I don't get it. I guess this is why even if you trade in stuff at GameStop, you should probably be factory resetting because they clearly won't do it for you. But let's go ahead and hop into system settings first of all. See if we can find like our firmware version here. So we're on 20.1.5. I don't know when that's from. And you see the system nickname is Peyton. Yeah, I guess it's Peyton. Peyton Switch 2. That's an interesting way it's an interesting way to spell Peyton. But let's go ahead and check out some more stuff here. Can we see? Yep, there's their Gmail account and everything. Can we see how much what they're playing here? And yeah, they're playing Cyberpunk, Stardew Valley, 2K25. My Time at Sandrock. What on earth? What on earth is that? 2K24. Okay, so they have quite a bit of play history here. Animal Crossing for 360 hours. Wow, that is classic Animal Crossing moment there. But let's go ahead and boot up one of these games and see if it'll actually work. And yeah, there it goes. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if it's a good thing I have access to this or not, because like, if I connect to the internet, do I have access to this person's account? Maybe, but that works. Let's try out Mario Kart World as well. Indeed, it works. But now I'm curious about the whole internet thing, so let me connect to Wi-Fi and we'll just see what happens here. Okay, so connected up. Let me try this virtual card, game card thing, and we'll see what it does here. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of stuff here. Wait a second. Is this the kind of thing where you can like transfer your virtual cards? I haven't done this in a while, so I don't recall how it works. Let me go ahead and just try. Let's try something cheap and free like YouTube. Load on this system. Okay, let's try that. System update required. Okay, I guess we'll do the update first. Okay, updated, and sure enough, YouTube is downloading now from that virtual card. So let me just, let's try one more here. I want to try an actual game just to verify this is gonna do what I think it is. Like guys, I can't decide if this is good or bad because like if this person here, if Ayana is not ever playing Switch ever again, then at least somebody has access to their profile and can download their games and play them. But what if they're on another Switch 2 in the future trying to play out of their account and they've noticed all of their games have been loaded to a different Switch that somebody else is now playing? I don't know how that works. Let's go ahead and just try one of these games. We'll try out GTA 3 here. Let's just try it out. I hope Ayana is not trying to play this game right now. And yep, there it is. So long story short, GameStop sold a console that has full access to somebody's account and all of their games. Sounds like a GameStop thing to do, but man, I don't know. Let's just try out a physical game real quick to make sure it works. And indeed it does. Cool. I mean, legitimately one of the worst companies on earth. Just bad. But guys, let's tell us on my website, link down below, QR code on the screen, and I guess we'll factory reset it before selling it because I don't think anybody else should have access to this account, right? But I don't know. Garbage score, let's go at it 8 out of 10, purely because of GameStop. It's just, GameStop sucks. 8 out of 10 is fair. Let's move on. So guys, we're actually back with this console one more time because I want to check the eShop and see how much access I still have to this thing, because that's gonna be the true icing on the cake if I have full access to buying stuff on their eShop. And nope. Okay, here we go. So you need this person's password and you don't have the full Gmail account. Okay, that's good. At least from Nintendo's side, they have prepared for that. So despite having access to all these games, nobody could go in the eShop and start like, running up their credit card or anything like that. So that's a positive. But Still 8 out of 10. So here I got a Switch console from Goodwill. Let's just open it up and see what's inside. Oh, interesting. They wrapped the, holy crap. Okay, so first of all, they wrapped the Joy-Cons with the dock, which is, I don't know, whatever. But guys, look at these Joy-Cons. Holy crap. Both of them, they just have this, I don't even know what to call it. Some sort of white substance on those Joy-Cons. And of course, here we have our tablet, and this thing was, wow, this thing was heavily used, man. Let's go and turn it on and see if it works. It'll probably need to charge, but, oh, no, it's got power. Wow, that's really surprising. And as you can see, this thing appears to be factory reset. So let me go ahead and set it up and I'll come back once we're to the home menu. And guys, setting this thing up, so far so good. Honestly, the screen doesn't look too bad. I thought it might have some yellowing or something after just like how bad the Switch looks on the back. But no, it's fine so far. Buttons seem to be working. And that's actually the first thing I'm curious about is if we hop into the controls here, let's go ahead and test out these joysticks and see if they have any kind of stick drift. Because like maybe this is a hot take, but I think the stick drift issue with Joy-Cons is overblown. I've tested out, I don't know, dozens of Switches in my day and I've never come across one with Joy or the stick drift. And I guess to be fair, maybe this menu here doesn't quite show it, but yeah, I don't see any stick drift on this one, and that one's okay as well. Again, maybe in a game it'll show it, and it doesn't show it here. I'm not quite sure, but again, I don't know. I've just never seen it in my day testing consoles and stuff. So yeah. But speaking of games, let's go ahead and find a game, toss it inside, and see if it'll read. All right, we got your mama's favorite Switch game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and oh crap, there we go. So that's the problem with the Switch console. Somebody donated it because it doesn't actually read games. And looking inside of the pins here, I don't know if you can see that, but they don't really appear to be bent or anything, so maybe they just need to be cleaned. So let me go ahead and grab some cleaning supplies and we'll clean this out and see if it'll start working. So usually I would take some isopropyl alcohol here, 99%, take a Q-tip, dip it in, and kind of clean the contacts, but it's kind of hard to do this on the Switch because the cartridge slot is just so small, and I don't want to get a bunch of fibers like stuck in there, so we're gonna try this right here. Let me just show you. So dunk this in, get it nice and wet. Go ahead and slather it up on our Switch console, or our Switch cartridge right here, and then toss the sucker in. We'll press it in and out a handful of times. Hopefully clean off any dirt, corrosion, whatever may be in there, and we'll see what that does. Now let me just toss the game back inside and see if it'll read. Nope, still nothing. That's not ideal. I guess in the meantime, we can take out our Joy-Con holder here and take a look at this thing, and definitely well used. Holy crap, that thing is really dirty. Even the sides are caked with gamer juice. Just look at that, guys. That is, oh. Hold on, you know what I just noticed? Does the back button work? Okay, it just had a momentary lapse. This console's weird, man. And honestly, the most surprising thing is just this full battery. This console's been sitting on my shelf for 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months. I don't know, man. But yeah, for garbage score here, I'm going 8 out of 10 because this thing, it turns on at least, but look at this thing. It doesn't work, it sucks. Let's move on. So guys, in this box, we should have a couple Switch consoles from Goodwill. Let's just open it up and see what's inside. Oh, okay, we got some goodies in here. We have a couple cables, first of all. We have what appears to be a dock, and we got an entire box here with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition. Yo, that's actually kind of sick. Never seen one of these in person, but it's got a great box. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at everything. So first of all, checking out this little case, it feels like we have a Switch inside. I think we should have 2 Switches in here, is what I noted. And sure enough, whoa, hold on. What is this thing? So first of all, we got our case here, which is, I don't know, it's kind of cool. And as you can see, the case looks decent here. It's got some pockets and whatever. No games inside, unfortunately. But all right, let's take a closer look at the console itself. Now, it obviously has a couple grips here, including whatever this piece of junk is. It feels like what is that? It feels like foam or something. And yeah, it comes right off. The joystick itself actually looks pretty good, which is a good sign. Yeah, I don't know, interesting grip, and holy crap, this thing, the Switch has a ton of use. Look at those wear spots in the back of the Switch. I don't think I've ever seen them quite that bad. That is, wow. This thing was used, man. It was used. We'll take a closer look at it here in a minute when we turn it on and see how well used it was. Hopefully it wasn't factory reset, but we also have a couple Joy-Cons here, which appear to be a little questionable. Yep, we have 2 of them here without the joysticks, or without the little covers, which is not great. Also just found the packing slip. Looks like I paid $216, which is actually not a bad deal if they work. Let's go check out the box here, and oh wow, for a second I thought I saw money in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like I think there's some cardboard inside it. It looks like money for a second. I thought I hit the jackpot, and nope, yeah, it's just cardboard. All right, that's interesting. But a couple more Joy-Cons in here, cool, as well as our Switch itself. And yeah, so cool, we have this box here, but the box is really not consisting of much inside, so kind of tragic. But guys, let's go ahead and turn these things on and just see if they work. Okay guys, I actually need to charge both Switches, and they are just completely dead, so we're gonna leave them on the charger for a few hours, and then I'll come back and see if they actually work.
6.5 hours later.
Okay guys, so back with both these Switches, and unfortunately I've had them both plugged into different chargers at different times for like 6 hours at this point, and I don't think either of them are turning on. Let me just hold the batteries down, or the power buttons down one more time, and yeah, nothing. That is really tragic. They both do not turn on. I feel like somebody knew this was the issue when they sold it, but whatever. Let's go ahead and check the cartridge slots and see if there's anything inside here. So nothing there, and this one right here. Oh, hold on, actually this one got a game inside. We got Splatoon 2. Well, that's something. But all right, you guys already know the score for this one. This is straight 10 out of 10. Pure garbage. So guys, here I have a Switch box from Goodwill that's already opened. Don't ask. And I don't know what's inside except for the fact that we have a couple little case. Well, hold on, no, that's just one case here on the top. Whoa, what is this thing? Does it have everything inside of it? Okay, let's go ahead and check this thing out. So pretty nice case at first glance. I mean, I don't know, kind of neat. It's got a little leather patch there. It looks like it's kind of a 2-in-1 thing. Let's check out this top piece here, and we've got a Switch Lite inside. Nice turquoise. That's pretty slick. I don't see any games in this little slot. Okay, let's try out this other little pocket down here. My note for this said it has 2 Switch 2s inside, so we should have another one down here, and we do. Let's go. We got a couple Joy-Con holders here as well. Those are interesting. That one is really bright. Got a strap, and we got some games. Let's go, boys and girls. We got Mario Kart 8, Just Dance, Mario Party, and Super Smash Bros. And also, wait, why is Mario Party torn at the bottom? It's like, we also have some thumb grip things, I think. Whatever. Check out these games first of all, though. We got Mario Party here, and that is the right game. It's flipped around, though. What does somebody do to this thing? Just Dance has nothing inside. Great. Super Smash Bros. Has Pokemon Violet inside. That's interesting. Mario Kart 8 has nothing inside. Okay. That's not a great start. Let's go ahead and see if these things turn on, though. Okay, and holding down the buttons, nothing. So let's go ahead and plug them in, and I'll come back. All right, guys, I have great news. I left both the consoles plugged in for like half an hour, and neither of them turn on. I could leave them plugged in longer, but in reality, they probably won't turn on. So let's go ahead and just at least test these games out and see if these work. So first we'll pull out our Super Smash Bros, which is, it's definitely Super Smash Bros there. Let's see if that loads up, and it does. Wait, is this the console that doesn't read games? Hold on. I think I just grabbed a Switch that doesn't read games. Nice. Okay, here's a Switch that should read games. Let's go ahead and toss these games inside. Mario Party, and yep, that works, cool. And Super Smash Bros. Yes, works too. Whew, that was close. At least the games work, but what a strange lot of consoles. So garbage score, this is like a 7 out of 10. I don't know, not very good. But you wanna buy these consoles, they'll be on my website. If you wanna buy these games, they'll be in a future Whatnot auction. I'll put the QR code on the screen, link down below. Sign up, get a $15 credit, but let's go ahead and move on to the next console. Hey, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, leave a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite episode of Gamer Garbage so far. And there's more coming, guys. Trust me, there is more coming. And if you like this video, check out this video right here. It just spend some time, sit down on the couch, grab some popcorn, relax, and watch some Gamer Garbage. I'll see you there.